5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire.
We Find Wrestling. One promotion, one event, one match at a time. We are the Indie Wrestling Experience with Bob and John. I am Bob. John, what is up, man?
What is going on? Long time no see, brother.
Seriously, man. We've been on like hiatus or something for a couple of weeks. It's been weird.
It's been a day in the life of Bob and John. What are you gonna do? Lots of things going on.
Ain't that the truth, man? Good Lord. Personal stuff has taken over lately for both of us, I think.
I'll tell you.
God damn.
At least now we get back to what we like.
Yeah, yeah.
Not our real life, not our shoot stuff, man. This is what we love, people.
That's it. It's the only thing that keeps us sane for all the other stuff.
Yeah. No kidding.
We were just having a discussion before we got on the air about how unwatchable WWE is nowadays, and how we're thankful for this outlet that we have here because, God, man.
I know. Like I was saying to you, man, my wife, who I know loves me, doesn't realize the threat she threw at me in my looming 5-0 birthday. She threatened me, listeners. She threatened me to take me to a WWE show. What have I ever done to this woman in 30 years of marriage and 50 years of life on this planet? What have I done to this woman?
Hey,
and she did it out of the goodness of her heart, but whew. I was talking to God, man.
Yeah.
Please help me.
Hey, look, those tickets. I went on and was looking because the pre-sale started today. So I got an email and I was at work and I was like,
I did the same thing.
Let me just click on the link and see what the tickets are like. No.
Did you see the
$4,000 to sit down at the bottom?
Did you see the nosebleeds?
$250.
Thank you. No, there is no way.
$250 top row.
For a Saturday night's main event? I don't think so.
Oh my God. I told Lauren the other day, and she's going to come up again later. But I told Lauren earlier, I said, could you imagine if you go, I don't know what happens at the Saturday night's main events. I have not looked at like cage match to see what they do, like dark or whatever.
Right.
But could you imagine paying all that money to go to John Cena's last match and all you get is TV Saturday night's main event, nothing before and nothing after? That's a wasted 2 hours of an hour and a half of your life.
Remember who we're talking about. So, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I'm surprised that they're not just checking your tax returns at the door.
It's ridiculous. And as somebody who used to, well, let's say it differently. Somebody who used to sell tickets on the secondary market frequently, back in the day, it's got to be undercutting a lot of my old colleagues in that area.
I would imagine so.
This and the Ticketmaster dynamic pricing and all that stuff is just put more money in Ticketmaster's pockets and TKO's pockets and whoever else.
It's yeah, man, it's big business right now.
It is. But we just had the best time I did out in Wisconsin for our big RPW Destiny V weekend, man. But I tell you what, I was destroyed when I got home. Like just
you said you said you came home, you weren't feeling real well. We know there was some creeping crud, some flu-like symptoms running around out there, and I know we lost a guest to it, and some ran into a few other people not feeling on the top of their game. So knock on wood, I didn't end up with it, but it sounds like you might have caught a little bit of it, man.
I did. I was down I didn't even miss a day of work. I think I just worked from home one day because I never really got sick, but it was all in my chest. So whatever that crud was, I definitely, and like you said, we knew it was coming because Rich told us when the guests started having trouble for the day. So luckily we only lost one. He had to shuffle a whole bunch of other shit that we'll get to in a second.
Yep.
Which worked out well for us. I had an absolute blast. But let's talk about that podcast. We go to Cricket Wireless in Appleton on West College Avenue. Guys, first of all, this is not an ad. We're not paid to say this. Those dudes at Cricket Wireless, John, were they not the best?
Yeah, they couldn't have been more accommodating and just listen, as excited as we were to be there, they were as excited to have us there and have, the guests come in. And man, that store is awesome. It was hopping, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was weird to have people coming and taking pictures of fans coming to take pictures of wrestlers while we're talking to them. I'm sorry to anyone who took photos and got me in them, or John even. That's no good. But I'm sure you could crop us out. But we started the day off, man. We sit down. So we had a schedule, and we had a schedule. Every 10 minutes, these guys were going to be coming in. So I said, all right, John, let's just go off the cuff. I don't have too much prepared. It's only 10 minutes. I could probably talk by myself for 10 minutes before anybody else gets a word in edgewise. Right. So I can't imagine we're going to run out of material. Well, then we got there and the damn schedule got all shuffled around.
Yep.
Which worked out really well for us first because our first guest ended up being Buff Bagwell, which, dude, I cannot say enough about that interview. He's one of the coolest dudes. I think you said it best when we were there. Like, he makes you feel like you're his best friend to everybody.
Yep. Absolutely. I'm still waiting. Buff, call me. I'm waiting, man. I thought we were going out and getting some Jamba Juice, man. I don't know what's up.
Yeah. But yeah, that interview was so great. We got like 40 minutes with him, which was
it was phenomenal. Just absolutely phenomenal. That guy has got stories on top of story, and not only does he have the stories, Bob, but you can attest to this, especially now, is that guy is a storyteller.
Yes.
Now he's kind of getting some things in his life kind of on track and straightened out. I expect big things coming out of him, man. Books, speaking engagements, some sort of documentary or a movie, something. I'm telling you, the guy is gold.
Yes, he is. And a memory like a steel trap.
Oh my gosh, dude, he's much better than I am.
My God, we were sitting there. Was it on the camera or off the camera when we were like, yeah. He was like, yeah, we won those titles in 1992 at Jacksonville Arena. And like, dude,
no, we got it all. What? We got it. It's on camera, man. That's on our YouTube. It's ready to roll.
My God. Yeah. Check out the YouTube, guys. It's a 3 hours, but there's a lot of breaks on that.
Yeah. We're new to this, people. I mean, we're doing the best we can do. We skipped the class. We're just two old guys trying to figure out technology at this point.
Seriously, man, keeping up with all these kids streaming on Twitch and shit. Like, we're trying to piece it together the best we can. Oh man, but I was and yeah, there's a lot of lessons that we learned doing this thing live. You know what I mean? I'm sure that there's a lot of things we'll do differently next time.
Yep, absolutely.
But I don't know how much different we will do them next. You know what I mean? Like, if we had this, I don't know how many other times we'll have it set up where we got guests every 10 minutes.
Right.
But if we did, I imagine we'll probably just, free ball it a little bit there too. Dude, you know what I mean? Like,
dude, it felt very organic, and even watching it back.
You watched it back? Oh,
I watched it back, brother. Got to critique us, man. Oh. Like you said, there are things we learn, things we'll do differently. The mute button comes to mind.
Certainly does. How bad was it?
Nah, dude, it was great.
No, I mean the muted should have been muted part.
No, it did, dude. Unless you're paying attention, which all three of our listeners, I don't know that they caught it. But
two of whom are your family.
There you go. But I will say that I have run into a handful of family and friends and some people that I've talked to and kind of turned on to the podcast and they'd tune in. They may not have listened to the whole thing, but check this out, see what we were doing. Almost everybody had the same comment of how organic it felt what we were doing, how much you could tell, how much it came across, what fans we were. They were a little impressed that we weren't being a little more schoolgirly, if that's a PC term I could use. I don't think it is, but
yeah,
it like I said, it looked like we kind of sort of had a handle on it. So I'm gonna count it as a win, man.
All right.
And I like the vibe we give off, man. Just hey man, we're just here to talk with you guys, and whichever way it goes. If we're talking about wrestling, look at Buff, man. We were talking about, him and I were swapping war stories with the surgeries, and we were talking about kids, and we were talking about wrestling, and I think you and I do really well in going with the flow and being a little older, I think it works in our advantage of just having some other topics to talk about. I mean, everybody can talk to these guys about the wrestling stuff, and they listen, especially Buff loves to talk about some Buff and wrestling. But man, I mean, he can talk to you about anything. I mean, the guy is sharp as a tack, dude. So, I think we're settling in and we're getting there, man. So,
Yeah.
anybody that's listening with us, man, thanks for hanging in with us, and you're growing with us, man. So we appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't believe. Yeah, it's this whole thing has been weird. It's been just amazing, and I'm just having so much fun doing it. Like I said, I
Hmm.
come on here every week. I talk wrestling with my bud, and the rest of it is gravy.
Yep, absolutely.
But yeah, thanks to all those guests. I mean, JDX was a fantastic guest.
Thanks for
Uh,
teaching it to us properly. I mean, old guys, we don't get it. We might have given you the JDX thumbs up.
that's right.
I might have thrown a devil horn in there.
Oh shit!
But yeah, we got we got schooled. The young guys were gracious, man. They took their time to explain the young speak to us, and
Yeah,
like I
they
said,
did.
man, we could not have had a better panel of guests, man. It really was a lot of fun. It was humbling, man. It was surreal to me for that to be us and to get to do that. It was so much fun.
Okay.
Thanks to Rich, thanks to RPW, Cricket
Big
Wireless,
thanks.
all our
Yes.
guests. Thank you, everybody.
100%. Yes. Thank you very much. That was a blast. I hope we keep getting to do more stuff like that. Because it's mind blowing. Like you said, like we were
Hmm.
talking about before we started, the whole morning was nerves, right?
Yep.
But once we get going, it's just the coolest experience. And,
Yep.
well, we can have that conversation offline another time,
Absolutely.
but as we start glowing on ourselves, but, one thing the last thing I want to mention from the podcast is I believe I made two predictions on the podcast. Did I make two predictions on the podcast? I believe I predicted. Listen, don't look. Those are
Here we go. Here
months
we
and
go.
months of research and planning went into those picks.
Yeah,
Jade,
you may
good.
have called a few, man. You may have called a couple, but even what do they say? Even a blind squirrel, right? So
Yeah. It's true though, man. Yeah, it's true. I listen. Congratulations to Royal Flava, my
awesome.
guys. And
Yep.
I went and looked up, man, those 5 tag titles they got. Jeez, oh, flip, man. They jumped right into the rankings as soon as that happened. And I have a feeling they're going to be near the top very quickly. And your new Rage Warriors champion, JDX. That match was
Listen, that was the most exciting match of the night, right? I mean that was action from the time the bell started to the time the match ended. Um, JDX is as advertised. Um, that guy, the sky is the limit. I mean
yeah.
the character's fully formed. The outfit is on point. That guy wrestles. I mean it. I got young AJ Styles vibes, man. I mean, some of the
Yes.
stuff he does is just blows your mind watching it in person. It's crazy enough watching his videos, but to see him in person, whew,
Yeah. He is
my
that
lord.
he's that good. And if he's not on TV in 12 months, something's wrong. Like he's everything is put together. Like the whole package is formed.
Hmm.
And I'll say this about JDX as an old guy who can refer to JDX as a whippersnapper. And before I make a comment like this, just the most respectful,
Yes.
professional, put together, well spoken. Like it's obvious JDX makes a conscious effort for his image wherever he goes. He wants people to
Yes.
think of him as communicating clearly. He wants people to think of him as being put together in the gym, his character,
Mhm.
his wrestling, his promos, like it's all there. And he's got a good base because he seems like just a good dude.
Yeah, and listen, hey man, he can't look that good in that match without good partners. And
Also
man,
true.
Rampage Santana and ZK47,
Woo!
holy! Listen, if you guys don't know who these two are, look them up, man. Rampage Santana, we've seen a little bit of. We actually got to talk to him a little bit. He wasn't one of our guests, but we got to talk to him a little bit at the podcast.
Yeah.
Another great dude. This was the first chance that I've seen. I don't know that you've seen ZK-47 at all. Man, he came out to the ring. I mean, and visually, I mean, he is striking, right? I mean, that outfit, the tassels, he invokes a lot of 80s feels for us old guys. And that guy can just flat out wrestle, man. All three of those guys. But yeah, shout outs JDX, props. Good win, but yeah, dance partners. He had some top-notch dance partners for that match, man.
Yes, yeah. One other person who had a dance partner maybe we didn't expect was Brick McCarthy. We interviewed Brick earlier in the day, and we couldn't remember the name of his opponent. They substituted him in. He was supposed to face Nick Colucci, and then they brought in Yoshi. Remind me again. Yoshi.
Was it Yoshikai?
Yoshikai. Sorry, Yoshikai. See, I'm forgetting now. And
well, if you remember, Brick had never heard of him.
Right.
And that's right. It. Like, hey, you're right. He's like, that's news to me. You know as much as I do.
Right.
Yeah, poor Yoshi. He tried.
Well, no offense to Yoshi, because that we didn't know his name. Like I said, but at this point, our list is so long. I think sometimes we assume we know all the names, but tell me he wasn't super impressive in that kind of short match.
He played that unknown quantity character, right? You don't know who you're getting, you don't know what you're going to get, and he comes out, and I mean, Brick McCarthy is he's a freaking monster. He's a monster of a man, right? He is a large man, and so when Yoshi comes out, Yoshi's fortunately, unfortunately, is a normal sized man.
Right.
And so you see him come to the ring and you just, well, here comes a squash match. And that not exactly what happened. I mean, no. Yoshi has got that early 90s, when you would see, a wrestler come out of the Asia, continents, right? They always had the mystery and the this and the, he came with that. He came with just this punk attitude, just, wasn't backing down. Was right up in Brick's face and, obviously not the right choice, but he got in a whole lot more offense than I expected him to. Just by playing that old kind of Tajiri. Who's another smaller guy? Oh shoot, I am blanking on the name. Used to run with the FBI. A little Guido. Oh yeah, kind of that smaller guy that was kind of the hit and retreat. But unfortunately, as happens a lot of times, man, the bear paws get a hold of you, and you can't get away sooner or later. And once Brick got a hold of him, Yoshi it was pretty quick work once he got a hold of him. But he really impressed me for being an unknown quantity. I kind of want to see what he can do in a little more even match. Again, you got somebody that talked me into the building for another match, right?
Agreed.
I'm curious. So
yeah, I thought the same thing when I saw them. I went, "There's no way Rich is going to let his former champion get beat by this guy today. It's just not happening." And I'm not a booker. What do I know? But that was in my head. Was like, "There's just no way Brick loses this match." I honestly expected it to be a quicker squash because Brick is so big and just menacing, and Yoshi's so tiny that I thought, tiny compared. I mean, he's like normal size. But I thought that was going to be a squash, especially since they didn't have that much time to put the match together. But they did a great job. They really did.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, Yoshi can sell like nobody's business.
Yes,
because he sold all of Brick's offense, like he was selling for like Kevin Nash was in there, man. I mean, it was just utter destruction.
Yeah,
but you know what? He kept getting up for more, man. I there were a few where I was just like, oh, please, just stay down, Yoshi.
That's right.
Just stay down, man. Just take the pay bag, man. Let's go.
My God, man. But yeah, you can see why Brick is
Yes. Oh yeah. That's the first I've seen Brick in person. I've seen, a few matches here and there, and always impressive. But man, in person, he is so much larger than what he appears, and he appears large,
right.
on the screen. So, and man, he is no bullshit kind of guy, man. He is not. I mean, that came across in his interview. He was the one guy that I just wanted to make sure I was respectful to because he was the one that kind of made me feel like I might catch an elbow.
That's
So.
right. A Bill Richards backhand. Oh my God. Yeah, no, he's and he was great too. It was nice to meet him.
Absolutely.
I want you to be able to talk about this because you were so excited about it though. One of the other matches that got changed around at the last minute, Stacey Shadows ended up defending the women's title against Leela Hall. John was so juiced for this match.
Listen, I am such a Leela Hall fan. I've seen a lot of her matches. I've followed her kind of since she came in. I really think she's on the cusp of really breaking big, nationally. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
She just has something that it's hard to put into words, but she's got that it, right? And you can't explain what the it is, but when you see it. And she's that wrestler for me. But my God, Stacey Shadows is impressive. Just she's the champ. She's been the champ, and there's a reason she's the champ. She is just if the Undertaker was, a female wrestler, it's Stacey Shadows. She's just that intimidating, menacing. Yeah, it was a great match, and Layla put up a hell of a fight. She was just outmatched, outgunned, outexperienced, and it showed. And she took the L, but man, she looked good doing it.
Yeah, and I tell you, we were sitting there. We were sitting there watching Leela Hall, and I leaned over to you as she was getting pummeled. Literally just pummeled by Stacey Shadows. And I said to you, Leela's got something. Like in person, right? You could see the sparks of that she's so young. But like you could see that like spark. Like she's gonna 2 years from now ask me where Leela Hall is.
Yep, exactly.
It may not be WWE, but I mean she will be.
Dude, she's on the same trajectory like Maggie Lee was a couple years ago, right? She just has that. You can just tell. It's just it. She has it. She's going places, man. So I was super juiced to be able to see her in person, and it did not disappoint, man.
Yeah, no, absolutely agreed. What else? I want to. Okay. So Trevor Lee and Hayden Backlund was the match that we talked about probably the least. Kind of got lost on our radar. But I thought they did an absolutely great job. Trevor Lee is he works the fans really well as a babyface. You know what I mean? Like the guy next to us, he's like telling them, "Oh yeah, I saw you at AAW." Like.
Yeah. Trevor Lee is awesome. He's every bit as impressive as I've ever seen him on TV, and I've followed him for a long time. Back to what was it, TNA when he was the Technical Savage, right? He had the long hair, and you and I didn't even recognize him now that he's got the shorter hair. I was like, holy shit, it's Trevor Lee. I kept seeing the name Trevor Lee and kept seeing the poster. And it never dawned on me that it's Trevor Lee. Okay. But I'll tell you what, man, Hayden Backlund, that's another guy, man. That's just he's kind of got that old school heel feel, right? Just playing to the crowd, kind of the slow, methodical, kind of work a body part. Just telling the fans to shut up and mind your business and you're stupid and you're just all the old heel stuff.
But wait, I got to jump in and say this. I've been waiting to say it since we were sitting in those seats. You're talking about working a body part.
Yeah.
The crossface chicken wing, bro. Like
I know.
I can't. When he pulled that out, I said the Backlund did it. It was great.
And you and I had a whole talk about it. How many of those fans there do you think connected the two? You know what I mean? Connected the chicken wing and him being Hayden Backlund. I know there's some old heads that were in there with you and I that knew exactly what it was, and the homage to Bob, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that he used it and it looked, dude, he applies it great. It looks good.
It does.
That was awesome. Side story, Hayden and I were on the same flight home that got delayed going into Detroit. So I got to talk to him a little bit and could not be a nicer guy. I know we're getting out of the heel shtick, but just again, one of the cool things for this weekend that you and I did and just kind of stuck with me that, hey man, pretty cool.
Oh man. So I wanted to so let me ask you this. So we went to the after party. I'll talk about the after party in a second.
Uh-huh.
But at the after party, the vote was in and they voted Ken Anderson and Silas Young the match of the night. I thought it was a really good match, but before I get to that, I'm just curious, was it your match of the night?
No, wasn't my match of the night. My match of the night was obviously the JDX Rampage Santana's AK-47 match. Was the most exciting match that I saw, and again, taking nothing away from Silas and Mr. Anderson, absolutely phenomenal. Two seasoned pros going at each other, know exactly what they're doing, how to play the crowd. But just as far as athleticism and the one I thought kind of stole the show, it was that triple threat.
Yeah, I would have. Again, like I said, not to take away before we even talk about the match, but and it was a great match. Silas and Ken did a great job. Like you said, two veterans. They never faced each other before, but they look like they faced each other a million times.
Which is crazy for as long as they've both been around, kind of both out of the same area, a lot of the same, teachers and trainers, and I'm assuming a lot of the same friends. They've never crossed paths, which was crazy. And I'll tell you what, I'm just glad I got to be in the house to see it because it did not disappoint. Those two boys were, man, were they going at it.
Yeah, absolutely. Great way to end the night. My match of the night, I wavered between the JDX match, like you said, which was awesome. I did also really love the Royal Flavor Gen Z match. I thought they did a really great job sending us in intermission with that. That title match was just fantastic.
Dude, and not only was the title match fantastic, let's talk for a second, right? We're glossing over the fact that Buff was in there taking bumps.
Oh my God, that's right. Yes. They attacked bumps. Gen Z attacked Buff Bagwell in the ring with a cane and one leg. I mean, and a fake leg after an amputation, and he's taking bumps going down. They're just stomping and beating him and throwing him down.
And Bob, what did they attack?
The leg.
His leg. I could not believe what I was seeing.
Me either.
One, I was super excited to see him kind of come out, right? But to get involved, I was not. I mean, it popped me hard, man. I was not expecting it. And I'll tell you what. Buff says he wants to get back in there, and after seeing that, you can tell me that you can't figure out something for Buff to do, and now you don't even have to worry about him getting physical. Maybe he doesn't get in there and wrestle a 5-star match, but he can get involved.
Yes.
Do I think it might have been a little early? I mean, that surgery was not that long ago for Buff.
Right.
Just me personally as an old man, yeah, it may have been a little early, but I get the excitement and jitters. He was probably feeling feeling so much better for the first time in a long time.
Yeah.
We talked about that on the podcast and the interview with him. And man, I mean, he was hyped, man. We spoke to him after the show, and he was in good. He didn't look like he was hurting. Didn't look, man, he just looked like he was having a blast.
Yeah, time of his life.
Yeah, it was big. That was the biggest surprise of the night for me.
Yeah, that really was. I probably glossed over it, but yeah, that was a wild visual to start the show. Having Gen Z just beat him down like that, and to see him, like you said, he's just so engaged and so happy. It was just a cool feeling for him,
Very cool. And like I said, so yeah, that was it. It slightly edged out another holy shit moment for me. Let's see. I don't know if you got the same holy shit.
I wonder if it is. So we haven't talked about one match so far, and I'm trying to give my buddy Rich some So I'm not trying to, bombard my buddy Rich here because he might be struggling still. He took quite the stunner. Ragin Rich, the referee, took quite the stunner from Jordan Blu after she lost her match to Kaci Lennox. I was looking over to the left because Kaci Lennox won. She rolled out of the ring and she was over on the floor, kind of kneeling down, laughing. And I had no idea it was because she was clearing room for that spot. So I'm trying to get a good picture of her sitting still. And then all of a sudden I turn around and boom, Jordan stuns Rich and he just goes down. He took that stunner like a champ.
Dude, you and I in our lifetime have seen a million stunners, right? We've seen people take them great. We've seen The Rock do backflips. We've seen Vince, wiggling and shaking on the floor. I put the stunner Rich took right up there with some of the best stunners I've ever seen anybody take. The way he went with it, dude, he sold that like a champ.
He did the crumble.
Rich, you are the man. 'Cause that looked so good.
We were just buzzing, man. The whole place was buzzing.
Dude, thank you for keeping us in the dark on that because I don't know that I popped harder the whole night. It was, I could not believe it. And then you made me have to go sit with that woman. Come on, Rich.
He looked like I thought he had a concussion. His eyes were glazed over and man, he was struggling. But yeah, we got to go to the after party with Kaci and Jordan, and luckily Jordan didn't give him too much of a hard time, even though everyone else there did.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was great.
It was. And going to that after party, thank you again to Rich for setting that up as well. That was really nice and really fun.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. It was
buffet
great.
of wings and cookies and pizza and all sorts of shit. And Kaci and Jordan were there answering questions. It was.
Dude, I was digging the trivia. It was really cool. They gave the fans in attendance, kind of a more personal, connection with a couple of the wrestlers, and they were really gracious in answering any and all questions. First time I've ever done anything like that, and it was really really neat. So yeah, thanks Rich for letting us in on that, and to Kaci and Jordan for being so gracious, and yeah, man, just all the RPW crew, man. It was such a good time, and it was a perfect way to kind of cap that day for us.
Yeah. And the last thing I want to mention about that day, which was one of my favorite moments of that day, had little to do with RPW, but I cannot say enough about how cool it was that Samson drove down from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan down to Appleton, Wisconsin. I think he said it was 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Just to meet us in person and hang out and check out I mean, it was just really cool meeting him. He is the coolest dude. And yeah, he's huge too, by the way.
Yeah, he's a large man. There's a good picture of you and I with Samson and him standing there. And listen, you and I are not huge guys, but we're not tiny. We're big boys. We're 6'1", 6'2", right around there. Both of us well over 200. 200's in the rear view for us, and we look like a couple of elementary school kids that are hanging out with the high school quarterback.
Yeah, seriously, we did.
Samson is a large dude, and you know what? He could not be a cooler guy, man. Just super, super nice, super gracious. Yeah, Samson, thank you, buddy. We really appreciated it, man, and it meant a lot to us that you would come down and take time out of your busy life and everything you got going on to kind of come and hang out and see us and see some wrestling. And man, between you guys and Rich and I'm stumbling for words at this point.
Yeah, it's just been a really cool thing, man. And Samson sent me a promo. He's got his next big match coming up, not this Saturday, but next Saturday. It looks like he's issued an open challenge.
Yes,
and
it does.
And so he sent us that promo. So we're going to play that on the show next week. We're going to preview that UPW show because it looks like it's going to be a really good show too. I tried to get Lauren to agree to one day go to the Upper Peninsula for wrestling. She's not having it.
Oh, there may be some financial stake in that. It's going to have to be.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to pony up and send her there as a paid reporter, man.
Mm-hmm. Last thing, going back to the podcast. at Gen Z, when we had them on,
Mm-hmm.
we had them hold up their tag team titles so that Lauren could look at them and give her opinions.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Lauren has weighed in, and she loves the green.
Okay.
She loves the face plates and the side plates. She just, from the angle that on the camera, the inscription was hard to read, so she's like, I don't really
Mm-hmm.
know what it says because I can't because of the shine. But she likes that green on those belts. So if that matters to you, Rich, good job.
Hey,
Lauren.
you and I made mention of the belts all night. The way Rich has kind of the local team colors kind of played into, the belts. Um, it's unique and it's cool. It's not something you see everywhere. So, it's just another thing that makes RPW stand out, man.
It is. It is. Just like I said, just a great. RPW is a great organization. Rich does a great job, and it looks like UPW is the same. I'm excited to cover them next week too.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm excited to get up there, man. But, we Samson threw us the challenge and now we gotta show up, man.
yeah.
So we broke the seal.
We did. We did that
All right,
right. There's
world,
no
here
doubt
we
we're going.
come.
He said it. He said it when we were there. He said it in the comments when I posted the photo. Mania 4. I mean, it looks like we're going to be in the Upper Peninsula in May, John. Like, I don't think there's, I mean, we're going to have to do it.
I don't think there's a way around it, man.
I'm not looking for a way around it. I'm excited as shit. Oh, man. So we were gone for a long time and a lot of stuff happened.
Hmm.
Some champions fell, and I know Samson's going to be very excited as our number 5 ranked overall man right now because Carter BlaQ, the former New Texas Pro champion, formerly known as Mysterious Q, was
Hmm.
knocked off by one called Manders. That's a name you see in GCW a lot, but I haven't seen much outside. I mean, that's pretty much all I see him most of the time.
I know Manders had a bit of a run in MLW. That's
Mm-hmm.
where I've seen him. But yeah, he seems to be kind of on the up, man. I mean, he's kind of the name is really kind of starting to grow. And getting ready for this, I kind of started poking around, man. Um, I don't know if you knew this, man. He's a bit of a local guy for you and I.
Oh, is he?
Dude, he's from Crofton.
Oh, that is local.
He played football at Archbishop Spalding.
I know that school.
I know you know that school. Yeah, so it was crazy that, it's like, man, this cat's it's somewhat local to us. And I'm kind of digging this kind of stone cold Von Erich kind
Mm-hmm.
of thing he's got going on. Um, yeah, it was a good win. I mean, he won it like a dirty heel that he is. Um, but yeah, man, Carter BlaQ is you know, took the L, man. I wasn't expecting it, and I kind of see a rematch coming up. The way that it
Oh
went
yeah.
down, it's coming.
It's
Carter
going.
Carter Carter wants his chance back, but I don't know, man. Manders, he's got the guys with him. What does he call him? The
Mm-hmm.
Cowboy Way, Tombstone Thomas Shire, and Fireball Gavin Ash. Man, those guys have no problem getting involved, and they really make it hard. Unless you come out with some backup of your own, it's going to be hard to get that belt off of Manders, I think, man.
Yes, yes, it will. And I love Carter BlaQ. I think he's got a great look. I think
Oh,
he's great in the
awesome.
ring. And that's why I've had him ranked so high for so long. Of course, he's been champion for like 8 months. So
Hmm.
that's part of it as well. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Carter BlaQ. And I did not see that coming either.
Mm-mm.
There's a bunch of, you know, a lot of guys win belts in the indies around New Year's. There's a big reset at New Year's, and I guess
Hmm.
in the I call it the big leagues, but WWE, AEW, they sort of reset around their big stadium shows. But the indies a lot of times will reset around the New Year's, and there's a lot of these guys at the top of the rankings right now who have held belts since late last year, around this time last year. Um, one of those guys, well, one of them is Marcus Mathers, who's been IWTV champion since New Year's Eve.
Right.
But the other one I had my eye on was Connor Hopkins at Dreamwave.
Yes.
because he had been champion for like 400 and some days, I think, by the time this match came
little
around.
a little over 500 days, man.
500
So
days.
he won those belts 6/15 of 24 at Dreamwave No Escape. So a
Wow.
little over 500 days. Yeah, listen, you and I have talked about Channing Thomas.
Yeah, I knew that's where I was
And
going to.
we love Channing Thomas. We love Bacabella. Um, so does it surprise me that he won? I mean, he's got all the tools to win. Um, but yeah, what happened after the match surprised me. That's not where I thought Connor or Hopkins was gonna take it, and kind of looks like maybe he's got a little new faction running, man. I don't know what
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna go by, but I know who's in it, and whew, that's a group, man.
Yeah, I think that show is up on IWTV. That's definitely another one to watch. Good God, man.
I
Um,
mean, oof, yeah.
but
Phew.
yeah, wait, who's in that faction? Who's in the?
So who came out with him? You got Amina Belmont, Stephen
Love
Wolf,
her.
and Deshane. Is it Deshane? Is that how you say it? You pronounce it? Deshane, I think.
What?
Deshane. That's the other gentleman that's in there with him.
Mm,
Kind of the unhinged looking fella. Um, they are a group to be reckoned with, man. I know I have to see if I can find it to send you. I poking around. There was I guess Hopkins had on Facebook a kind of a his the first speaking of what I think, and this is why I did what I did. And let me tell you, it's a little on the intense side, and
oh shit.
I'll have to see if I can find it and send it to you. I wouldn't want to necessarily be chanting right now. And, Connor tells him in this, listen, Bacabella's your friend's blood's on your hand, man. This is your fault.
Yeah.
And whoo, dude, it's palpable. We'll have to see if we can get that. See maybe they'll give us, the right, the chance to kind of play it for everybody. But even if it's just you seeing it, man, it's worth seeing because it is intense, brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and watch that, man. Wow. Yeah, I didn't see any of that. I'm glad you did. I'm gonna go check the rest of that stuff out. And I will mention one other person who is on the rankings who I think is on the hot seat right now. My number one,
Hmm.
Tim Bosby. He had two matches back to back with Darian Bankston over the last few weeks.
Hmm.
I think he won one, and then the other one was a double DQ, which tells me, okay, we're going for a third match. Bankston's going to get the belt. But then they scheduled Bosby to face Adam Priest this weekend. And I went,
Oh, okay.
uh-oh, uh-oh. So if Bosby falls, there's going to be a huge, huge shuffling in the top 10, or the top, in all the rankings. But to add to what, since I'm already talking about it, the rankings this month, this is going to be a big, big 2 months for the rankings. I have told you many times over these months we've been doing this podcast that I've been hesitant to pick up some of the bigger promotions. Some of the ones that run weekly because it's a lot of things to go through. Some of the ones that like GCW with all the moving parts and the blood sport and all the other stuff. But I have added a bunch of big, big promotions for November. GCW, Defy, OVW will be making
Oh,
their
wow.
appearance this month. Jersey
Okay.
Championship Wrestling.
Okay.
So Reality of Wrestling, Booker T's promotion.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So we are picking up steam here for the rankings. It's going to be a crazy month. I'll tell anybody who is usually in the rankings. I'm apologizing now, but there's going to be a huge shuffle because the pool just got much bigger. But I didn't want the year to end without covering these big promotions. I felt like there was this
Right.
big void in what I was doing. And I finally sat down over a couple of days and got 10 of them knocked out. And I think I got maybe 5 more I want to add, put me over 100 promotions now
Wow.
that we rank every month. And quite the database of wrestlers. I actually have a database of all the wrestlers that I've ranked so far, and it's almost 2,000 people. So you talk about our list, right?
Right.
Good God, man. But
And talking too, you talk about these champions and some big changes, and Hopkins being a big change, being the champ for over 500 days. There was also another title change on that card. Did you catch that one at all, Bob?
oh, yes, I did. Shoot, I didn't
And
even.
funny enough, so we got, just for everybody, we got Becca. Becca is your new Dreamwave champ.
Yep.
She won a gauntlet match earlier in the night that got her into the match with Maggie Lee and Gabby Forza.
That involved
And
Bushwhacker Luke, by the way.
Bushwhack, dude, you taking my thunder,
Oh,
brother.
sorry, man.
But anyway, so yes, involved Bushwhacker Luke. Um, Funny enough, when I started looking into it, man, so Maggie Lee won the title the same night that Connor Hopkins won the title, right? 6:15:24 at No Escape, and they both lost it the same night. So you got, I mean, you talk about two long running champs. Um, Dang, man.
Yeah.
Dreamwave is, there's some shake up afoot in Dreamwave right now, right?
Yes. But and as cool as that is, since we're talking about Dreamwave, let's just air all the dirty laundry here.
Let's do
Okay.
it.
Let's air the dirty laundry, okay? Because those were two great title changes, but it's not the title change I wanted. Why? Why? What grudge does Dreamwave management have against the new guys? I mean, not the new guys, the hype. What grudge? What did they do? Whose girlfriend did they sleep? Like, what do these guys have to do to get their belts back?
How did I know that's where this was going to devolve to?
Because it always does.
You're such a hype guy, man.
I'm a hype mark.
You're a hype mark.
Hey man,
Ah.
I don't get hype. I stay hype.
Oh, ba-doom.
Yeah,
He's here
Mojo.
all night, people. He's here all night.
He sure as shit is, man.
Oh,
Oh
all
God.
right.
Yeah. So let's see what else. Oh, the other thing I wanted to mention was Jack Martins, guy we saw over at Dog.
Yes.
Won the MoFi TV championship at Titan Championship Wrestling, which is another one I'm adding to the rankings this month, and then consolidated and won the lightweight or the lightweight title. He's
Yeah,
a
man.
dual. Yeah, Jack two belts.
Yeah, he's champ. Jack champ.
Yeah, man.
And I mean, you and I saw him. We saw him against Tank Toland.
Yes.
He didn't come out on top that night, but both of us came away and really impressed with Jack. Man, he's a good looking kid. He's a big boy. I think he's about 6'3", 6'4", about 235, 240. I mean, he is not a little guy. So I did kind of find it funny he won the lightweight championship. But hey, man, whatever. However you want to work it. But man, I mean, he looks great. I saw some of the promo pictures, him kind of standing there with the two belts. Dude, he's a good looking cat, put together. Big things in store for Jack, man. I'm glad he's one of these guys that you and I are going to get to say, hey, man, we kind of saw him on the come up before anybody really, you knew who the name was, but you didn't really know who the name is. I'll tell you what, you're going to know Jack Martins now. It's not going to be long. You're really going to know Jack Martins.
Absolutely. Yeah, be super impressed with him too, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just I'm very happy for him. Congratulations to Jack Martins on winning that second title at Titan. More titles are like you said, more titles are certainly to come.
Yep.
I did want to make a note. We've talked about this a lot over the last few weeks, so I don't want to spend our entire show on it. But I did see the news that the guy who pulled Rajah Jackson off of Syko Stu, Stu's buddy, said that his Syko Stu's career is over due to the injuries he sustained. At the same time, that Rajah Jackson is getting charged and facing many years in jail. I doubt he'll go to jail, but we'll see. That story just it's sad. It's unfortunate. I feel for Syko Stu and his family if he's out of career. Just no good comes out of that entire situation.
No, and I don't know how much of it is physical. Some of it's got to be a mental toll when you think. I mean,
yeah.
PTSD and kind of reading a little more into Syko Stu. I didn't realize Syko Stu is a war vet, man. So it's kind of reading through, some of the stuff I'd heard. He kind of got into wrestling as a way to kind of combat his PTSD. Uh,
Mm.
It's just the longer this goes, the more comes out, the more you find out that just
Ugh.
the more tragic it is. I mean, because that's the only word I can think of is tragic. I mean, you got two guys, you know, lives that are just complete chaos right now, over just bad decisions, right? Um, and Raja is going to get what Raja's got coming to him. I mean, he's earned whatever punishment he's got coming to him. But at the same time, man, you and I both have kids. Raja's not he's not old by any stretch of the imagination. It's terrible to see decisions, made in the heat of the moment, ruin your life. But man, this is, not only Stu and his livelihood and his mental and physical well-being, but Raj has shut himself down. Eh,
Yeah.
I hate to see it on both fronts, man. I really do. I
Agreed.
mean, I'm all for, whatever punishment comes his way, but I can also empathize with, a young man that's now thrown away a good chunk of his life. So,
Yeah. Agreed. Um, yeah, I didn't know Syko Stu was a war vet. That's like you said. It's just yeah, it's just not a great situation. And then of course, the school. I mean, we ain't heard shit from Knox Pro. We ain't heard a peep from Knox Pro. As far I
I
think.
I know I forget what I haven't listened to it yet. I want to say it might have been on Van Damme's podcast. I think Rikishi. I don't know if it was Van Damme. Don't quote me
Yeah.
on whose podcast, but I think it was Van Damme's. But Rikishi made an appearance on there. I haven't listened. I don't know if it was talked about. If it wasn't, then you know
Seems like
I
a
don't
weird
know
time to
why.
bring on Rikishi if it's not.
If it's not, I don't know, why you would have him on. I mean, one, I get why you would have him on as a wrestler, but everything that's transpired and given, I'd want to hear what he has to say.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Right now, you don't call Rikishi to ask about Jey Uso.
no,
Not right now.
and the fact that it really didn't make any bigger waves, that was probably about a week ago I saw that. So kind of wondering, I just have to get into it and listen. But I'm kind of wondering if, maybe that was the deal. I'll come on, but don't ask me anything about the incident,
We've seen that
which
happen a million times.
just
Yeah.
just makes it look that much worse to me, right? I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. That would be a bad move for him to actually agree to go on the podcast but not talk about it. That would be,
yeah.
yeah, bad, bad, bad. Um, I will tell you, I don't want to say it's a good thing coming out of this, but part of my, I was very excited about my two predictions for RPW earlier. And as I'm watching Knox Pro, one of the 5 ID schools, go down, at the same time, I'm watching Zeta Steel not renew her ID contract, Kylie Ray not renew her ID contract. Is Evolve dying? It feels like it's dying. Is ID dying? It feels like
It's
it's dying.
it definitely feels like it's drying up on the vine for sure. Um, this incident, Knox Pro did not help.
No.
Um, I think, all of a sudden, TKO management kind of said, "Ooh, we want to kind of distance ourselves from this indie stuff." Um, you know, uh,
Agreed.
so they're lost. But is that our gain as fans?
I think so. I
You
think so.
know,
I'm gonna, we've talked about, we've touched on this a little bit before. And I know I've said when, like, I was a WWF fan growing up. In my 86 rewatch, I prefer it when I get to the WWF shows. I know John was flabbergasted when I told him how much I was not enjoying some of the Southern wrestling from 86, but
uh,
I
the
know.
best.
Now, part of that is because, the Southern wrestling is on VHS tapes from some guy in Kentucky, so it's all tracking issues and shit too, which is, my bugaboo. Anyway, but the thing is, oh shoot, what was what were we talking about?
ID kind of going the way of the dodo bird.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. So Evolve has some of the best and brightest indie stars on the show, but it's a WWE product. It's not an indie product. AAA has Mr. Iguana and Hijo del Vikingo. But when I
Right.
watch it now, it's WWE's version of it. I don't want to watch WWE's version of other promotions. I'm not interested in it. Evolve sucked all of the indie out of it for me. If you're going to put these kids on NXT, put them on NXT. If not, let them wrestle indie matches. I could not get into Evolve at all. This ID program,
Yeah.
I've had a problem with that for months.
Yeah.
I'm ready for it to be gone. Ready for it to be gone.
And just while I got you on here, because it was driving me crazy now what I saw pop up about Rikishi. So I have to apologize. It wasn't the RVD podcast. So it's actually Rikishi's got a podcast that we've seen. Rikishi Fatu off the top. It's been on hiatus since August, so he's got a new episode that came out on the 6th. So
Okay.
that's what I saw pop up. Doesn't necessarily look like he's got any. I don't know what he spoke about. There's nothing in the description, but it's something that I will. It's a 30-minute podcast. We'll check it out, and just kind of curious to see if we're going to pretend nothing's happened. I mean, and he may not be able to speak about it. There may be legal reasons why he can't. Um,
Sure.
but I'm interested to see if he's got anything to say. So
Yeah, I'm
we could
interested
talk.
to,
Yeah, we'll talk about that on the next podcast for
yeah,
sure.
yeah, make sure I'm interested to hear. You go listen to Rikishi. I'm gonna go watch Dreamwave. So
Yeah, watch out for Manders, man. Watch
I,
out for his boys. Don't get
well,
around him and talk trash.
God damn. But I tell you what, I am going to put something else on your list of to-dos for this week, and that
All
is the
right.
House of Glory show from this past weekend. Have you seen any of it?
I've poked through here and there, and read a lot of the spoilers, watched some of the highlights. Dude,
This show was one of the best HOG shows yet, and they've
dude, it
all been
was
so good.
it was freaking stacked,
Dude,
stacked.
I don't know if you get a chance to go back and watch the match or watch the show, and
Mhm.
all you have is an hour, just watch the main event.
Oh yeah,
And
it went
it
what
40 minutes.
40 plus.
It did 40. I thought that
And,
match was never going to end. It
and
was brutality. Mason was bleeding from like the 10-minute mark on. It was it. I can't. And man, like Dereiss is a monster. I had not seen him before. He is great.
dude,
Chiseled, completely put together. Looks.
yeah,
These two guys
it,
put on
but
an
that,
extreme clinic.
and that's what was crazy about it going 40 plus. Those aren't guys that are built to do 40 plus, man. I could see it a little more out of Mason. But yeah, dude, those types of matches don't go 40 plus, man.
Nope.
Uh, it blew my mind. Just the highlights of it was damn near 10 minutes.
It's
That's
wild.
highlights. It's 10 minutes because you couldn't condense it any further than that. There
No.
were that many awesome things happening.
There were doors and tables and fucking people going through the crowd, and there was. I mean, it was. And it just kept going and kept going. And the thing was, it wasn't like it kept going like, oh, when is this going to end? It kept going like, oh my God, there's more. What? It's, ugh. It was one of those matches I was drained when I was done watching.
Now, in watching that, so I've read a couple of different perspectives on this, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give you my perspective, and then I'm interested to hear what yours is on it. One of the knocks on House of Glory, specifically this show, was seemed to be some technical difficulties, right?
Oh God.
There was some issues, and even when they kind of got the kind of the video and the volume, the audio right. Some of the other things that I've read were, complaints of, they don't always seem to be in the best spots for shooting, especially when these guys get out into the crowd and things like that. Whether it's just they're not used to it, they've just got to kind of figure it out. My take on it is, I think, and I like it, even though I know I'm missing some bits and pieces, right? It feels gritty. It feels real. It
Yeah.
feels like I'm at the show, right? If I'm at the show, these are kind of the angles I'm going to get, right? I'm not getting the WWE, the big pretty, all the TV angles, the up closes, and that's not what you're getting. I personally like that. I'm interested to see what your thoughts on the production's value of it was, or some of the production issues they may or may not have had.
So I take a different stance on a lot of what you just said, and first, the technical difficulties. Matt Cardona came out before his match with Killer Cross, cut a promo, and I missed the whole thing. That can't happen. And they did drop several times during. I don't know whose fault that is. I'm not blaming House of Glory. Maybe it's Triller's fault. Maybe it's the venue's fault. I don't know. But it took me out of it several times. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yes, there's a gritty element to it, and I think that's a lot of what we respect about the Indies, or what we like about the Indies, is it's real and it's dirty and it's gritty. It's raw, I guess, is probably a terrible way to put it. But but this particular thing did take me out of it, and I'll add to that as far as the camera shots. I think they set the venues up well to the places they go for the most part, but they tend to be dark, and there can be some lighting issues, especially at the Haltom Theater where we were. If you go back and look at the photos I took that night, the lighting was very tough for pictures, and it was kind of dark and in a weird way. You couldn't see the guys coming from the entrance ramp on the stage down through the crowd until they got right up on us, and little things like that. It didn't take me out of the experience. I still love watching House of Glory shows. But those things are real. And to say one last piece, as someone who you've seen my little rankings videos that I do every month, as someone who goes through clips of footage for, 80 performers to do my top 20s every single month, House of Glories are a little harder to snip. Because their shots are kind of weird. They come through the crowd. I think of the main event, my number one tag team, who, by the way, got dethroned by the Hardyz in another awesome match. But I think of trying to get them on camera every month, or Santana, when Santana was House of Glory champion. I could never get good, well-lit, nice definition clips that I wanted. And I think it is the way they shoot it, but I don't think that's necessarily, they're not shooting it so I can cut clips.
Right.
So, but at the same time, yeah, there's a little bit of a weirdness with it there. I mean, I agree with the people who have an issue with the video and the audio issues from this particular show. Yes, I do have a problem.
So let me ask you this too. So do you think that if House of Glory can up their production, right? Do you think that because I think they're right there ready to take a step to another level. Do we think this is because these cards are ridiculous. I mean, these are pay-per-view cards, man. Do we think that they're like right there to become kind of that next in line, that next level down from, that ROH, what ROH used to be, right? Just under like AEW, that kind of stuff. I think House of Glory is right there and ready to take that step. I just don't know that they get there without a little more attention to detail, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not to be pedantic, but what House of Glory needs to go to the next level is TV. They need to have weekly TV somewhere, and they need to have a deal. Like, they need to be on air. I do think they put on a good enough product for that, and I think they have enough guys. They've got core guys, and then they travel around the country, so they can use guys from all over the place at these shows. Run, more TV ready short dark matches before an event starts, things like that, and run TV. They could do all of those things, and I think that would be a really big help to them. I do agree with you also that House of Glory is one of the ones I'm starting to call them mid majors now, because this is a model. We talked about it with Evan Zalios from Focus Pro. They are, building themselves up
there. Yep, they're right there.
GCW is obviously the one that first comes to mind with everybody.
Yep,
as being ready for something like that. But with them being so hardcore, I think that part might have a problem getting on TV. But obviously, they're the most well-known indie, I think. Although social media tells us maybe top 10. There's some others that are bigger, but I think as far as name recognition, GCW is one of the bigger ones. Wrestling Revolver is another one that's traveling the country doing a lot of things. They got Myron Reed as their champion. And yeah, right. Your guy, right?
I love Myron.
AJ Francis was just their secondary champion. I think he just lost that title to Calvin Tankman or Willie Mack or something. But those are big names too. You got these guys coming in doing that too. So it's a model. These guys they're almost touring, and they take a core group of 6 to 8 of their own guys. They go somewhere, they get local guys, and then they bring in some stars and create a pay-per-view card. Right. You saw that with Wrestling Revolver, bringing in guys like Cruel and Alan Angels to form the Macabre stable. So I think I think that model is taking hold, and I think it's taking hold because it's showing to early signs of success.
Hmm.
And I'm hoping instead of mid majors, what I really would like this to become, if nothing else, I mean, I would like to see it go grow even more. But if nothing else, I would like to see 3 or 4 Ring of Honors. You know what I mean? If I could just get
Hmm.
3 or 4 of these groups to Ring of Honor TV level pay-per-views and cheaper pay-per-views, 19.99 or
Hmm.
something.
Right.
Running like UMBC, running like what I would love to see that. I would love to see that put pressure on Tony Khan with AEW, I mean ROH, put pressure on TNA, put pressure on MLW.
Right.
I would love to see all of that, man. I'm here for it.
Yep.
Just as
I'm with
long as
you.
it doesn't spoil what makes the indies fun,
Hmm.
you know?
Yep.
Um,
No, I'm with you. You and I are in agreement on that.
yeah. But I think you should definitely go out and check that show. There was a great match. Indy Hartwell had a good match with Zeta Steel. It was a little short. Um, but I was happy to see Zeta fresh off that WWE contract. And yeah, very, very good show. Very fun show. I definitely recommend you go back and watch it. We're running along, so I don't want to talk too much more about that. Let's do this. Watch this. Let's talk about our watch this from this week.
Oh, yes.
So this actually came about. This isn't a newer one. Normally I post stuff that, we do look at stuff that was posted that week. But this was sent to me and I watched it. And then I said, John needs to watch it. And
Hmm.
this is Rising Stars Women's Wrestling. They are, I don't know, what does it say, the actual title of that? Does it say Rising Stars Women's Wrestling as the title of the, let me see.
Uh,
Now you can hear my new NYWC presents Rising Stars Women's Wrestling
yeah, I
is
think that was
the,
the venue, right?
yeah,
NYWC.
I think NYWC is like, it's like Dreamwave and Uprising. I think this
Okay. All
Rising
right.
Stars is their women's offshoot.
Okay. Okay.
Um, but my understanding is that Rising Stars is a little more independent from NYWC than like Dreamwave and Uprising are.
Okay.
But they're still kind of under the same umbrella, I think. This show was posted August 18th, and commentary by Juggalo Championship Wrestling's Mark Roberts, featuring a bunch of really, a bunch of names that we know and we've seen, all vying for the to become the very first Rising Stars Women's Wrestling Champion. And we start the night on this episode on this show with Mercedes Martinez coming out unveiling the title. And
And how great was it to see Mercedes, man? I mean, one, she looks ready to make a run now, right?
oh, dude,
She
seriously.
still looks great. Um, she just never quite clicked at the right time, but she is one bad lady, dude. And she, like I said, these girls better not piss her off. That's all I
No,
gotta say.
no, and that comes into play later because I thought she was
It
about to get
does.
involved. I thought
It
she was about to get
does.
involved. One thing I will say back to Lauren and her opinions. There was a
Yep.
moment at the beginning of the show where they unveiled the championship belt, the red belt with the silver
And
plates.
looks great. That red and silver pops.
Agreed.
Nice, clean. And Mercedes even makes comment of it being kind of simple looking, and that because this is a wrestling championship, this isn't for show. This is a belt.
Yeah.
And dude, I dug that so hard, dude.
Oh, absolutely. So I screenshotted that and I
Hmm.
said that belt to Lauren. And so Lauren said kind of what you said about the silver and the plates. But her main comment, which is just so typical Lauren, was maybe a little deeper red for the strap.
Fucking opinions, man. Lauren's got them. She ain't afraid to give them out.
She is not, man.
I
Oh
love
man,
that kid.
me too, man. That was cool to see that belt, to know this was a women's
Hmm.
title tournament. And it sounded like they were starting out. It looked like they were shooting for a fatal five way. We
Hmm.
had 5 first round matches that was going to lead to a fatal five way tournament final. And then we had a women's championship match from Remarkable, which touched on something else we've watched before, which is really
Yep.
cool.
Absolutely.
But let's get into this. So the first match, Mel Ortiz versus Cosmic versus Lulu La Reina. I had seen Cosmic before. I had not seen the other two ladies in action. The match was short, so we didn't get a lot, but I
Hmm.
did I did like Lulu La Reina's presentation. I think she's
She she was the most TV ready out of the bunch. I
mhm.
would say she had the best presentation. But I'm telling you what, man, Magic Girl Cosmic, that girl has got something.
Yes.
She's got great size to her. And, they made mention of Mel Ortiz being a rookie, only been training for a couple of months. Definitely looked raw, right? But that's another girl, dude. She has got some power, and she has got a unique. She's got almost like a Muay Thai fighter kind of look to her. That I don't know if she steers into that going forward. But dude, she had some power moves, just some in the tie ups with her looked painful. Yeah, I'm telling you, I think Mel Ortiz in particular could really go somewhere. Magic Girl Cosmic, I think, is ready to step up now. And like you said, Lulu is she? I mean, I don't know if wrestling is the way for her to go, but I see her involved somewhere. I don't know whether it's as a manager or what. I mean, obviously we didn't hear too much of the microphone skills, but she just looks like $1 million. So
yeah, and I'll put this out there to you. I recently saw where Cosmic was tag teaming with Eric Academia.
Ooh.
Right?
Yes.
Cosmic Girl and your hero.
Absolutely. Oh.
And then I saw a picture of them at the show they tagged at with Shotzi Blackheart. Now, what are we talking about, John? Shotzi, Erica, and Cosmic would be nuts.
Dude.
Yeah.
That could be.
You could do like Ash by Elegance. You could put Shotzi back on TV at TNA or MLW or something and have her bring these two girls with her.
Dude. Oh, 100%. Wow.
Yeah. I'm here for that, man. I'm here for that. I like Cosmic. And I get a lot of feedback from fans on comments and stuff to my posts and things talking about Cosmic. So people are on to her. You know what I mean? She's got something, like you said, she's got something people want to watch.
Yep. Absolutely.
But I tell you what, the heel of the night got involved in this match, ended up causing
did she.
No contest, which I thought was weird. But Zoe Sky runs in and hits. Was it Cosmic she hit? Or was it?
I thought she went right to the ref.
Oh, maybe she. Oh, okay. The ref. Okay, so she knocks out the ref. Ref gets up and the ref says, "I don't know who did it. You're all disqualified." Essentially,
you're all out. You're all out. And then Zoe comes in to tell you how smart she is. Hey, look how smart I am. I just got rid of 3 of these chicks right off the bat.
And by the way, I'm already out here. Bring an opponent.
Yeah, give me somebody. Feed me. Yeah,
feed me more. I love it,
dude.
Zoe's good.
I didn't understand, like you said, I didn't understand it, but if you gave it time, which you and I did, it made sense, right? They made it make sense. By the end of the night, it made sense. Yeah, Zoe is she's a think it's man's bad chick. That's for sure.
She's a great heel for it, man. Like you said. And so then they bring out Nadia White, who also looks to be newer. I would say green. I thought she did a great job, by the way.
She did very good.
But Zoe clearly led that match from start to finish. She's clearly the veteran. She's working the crowd. They go outside and do some outside work. In the end, Zoe causes a ref distraction. She's fucking with the ref again. This time, ref gets distracted. She turns around, hits Nadia with a foreign object, lays on top of her, and gets the win. 2 back-to-back moments for heel Zoe, which were wonderful.
Oh, definitely, definitely up to this point, the absolute standout, right?
Right, I mean, without question.
That's what everybody's talking about. Everybody's like, we hate this lady.
Yes, and for good reason.
She's already ruined the night.
Seriously.
Yeah, it was good. But I will say with Nadia White, yes, absolutely a rookie. Great size, a lot of power. So, again, a lot like Mel Ortiz. Dude, I could see her and Ortiz teaming up, being a tag team. Could be good. A couple of rookies kind of learning the ropes together. But, yeah, a great look, great size. Again, just, you could see it when she was tying up with Zoe, just the power that she has. I mean, some of the just pushing her into the corner was just like, dude, I don't know if Zoe wants to get tied up with this. Zoe, and then like you said, then of course, heel pulls out of the chain out of the trunks, man.
Right.
Pops her and off we go.
Now, I'm not going to say, again, I feel like I say this a lot because I compare people to other people when it's way too early. But like you said about Nadia White, right? Green, still learning her thing, doing whatever. But when she's doing those power moves and she's standing tall over Zoe like that, she's kind of giving me Lena Cross vibes.
I can see it.
You know what I mean? Like she's just bigger than you and
Yep.
she's stronger than you
I'm
and
bigger
she's
than
going to
you,
look
stronger
down
than
from
you.
up high.
Yep.
So I don't know. Like you said, I saw flashes in her too. I'm very
Yep.
excited to see where she goes.
Yep. Yeah, dude, I was not disappointed with anybody I saw on this card. They were all there for newer to vets, right? Um, everybody had positives. There were no negatives, and I know you and I are the positive podcast, right? Um, that's going to be our tagline. We're the positive podcast.
Heavy glaze.
There you go. But seriously, they there was nobody on here that you kind of looked at and saw and were like, man, I don't know about this. Um, they all looked great, and they all had their spots. They all shone in moments. But yeah, Nadia's got something, man.
She does.
Her and Mel Ortiz both, like I said, really kind of stood out for me, especially being rookies. So
Agreed. Two people who are not rookies in the next match, which by far, in my opinion, was the match of the first round. It's not even close.
no, it was
Aaliyah
great.
James and Layla Hirsch. I am
Right.
a Layla Hirsch mark. I have been.
Love Layla. Her again. It's a unique look, right? She's
Agreed.
got that kind of hybrid, Greco-Roman wrestler thing going. She they always give you the story, born in Russia, adopted, brought, adopted by a family in New Jersey, got into wrestling, and here we are. She's small in stature, but she's like a female rhino, right?
Yeah.
She's
Right. That's a good one.
she's like that fire plug. I don't want to tie up with her as a 6'1", 240-pound man. I don't want to tie up with her because she's going to throw me around. And then, of course, you got Aaliyah James. Obviously Hirsch was out of AEW, Ring of Honor. You got Aaliyah James, NXT UK standout. Man, Aaliyah James just looks like she belongs in WWE right now, right? I mean, she's that polished, she's that put together. Uh, the little bit that we did get to hear her talk, dude, her mic skills are so much better now than what they were on NXT UK.
Mhm.
And if you don't know her, you kind of figured, oh no, she's coming out here to get squashed.
No,
No,
no, no, no.
no. Layla had all she could handle with Aaliyah. Aaliyah knows what she's doing in there, man. And she's got that kind of that British style, that real stiff, slick. Just like you said, this was the standout match of the first round. This was your professional wrestling match.
Yeah, this was a TV match. Layla Hirsch was, and the story of this match is Layla Hirsch is the prize fighter who is just dominating Aaliyah. Every time Aaliyah tries to come back, the rally
Hmm.
gets thwarted. Layla Hirsch's strikes and submissions are just next level.
Yep.
And she's just using that power and those strikes and keeping Aaliyah James. When Aaliyah James finally does mount the rally, she looks amazing and you're ready for it. And she's popping. And things are going. She's hitting flying forearms. She's coming off the rope. And then all of a sudden, Aaliyah James climbs to the top rope. Layla Hirsch catches her up there, slams her down to the mat, hits a moonsault, only gets a 2, goes immediately into the submission. Rope break. I thought that was the end of it. And then boom, right after that, Aaliyah rolls her up and gets the win. What the
Dude,
fuck?
and how cool was that reversal? I mean,
Right.
Layla had her dead to
Yes.
rights, right? Layla does that kind of that running. She's going to hit that kind of sliding lariat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Aaliyah's down. She's just kind of sitting up,
And
and
then crucifixes her.
Aaliyah catches her and crucifixes her. Man,
Ugh.
it was such an absolutely cool reversal that I'm sure we've seen it not often and not done that slick. That even, I mean, Layla's kind of sitting there, kind of just bewildered and kind of like a little bit of a crooked smile, like, all right, you got me. That was pretty good, right? And they did the sportsmanship after the match. Yeah, that match, it was great, man. Like I said, that moonsault from Layla, for her being as
Oh, I know.
tiny as she is, she gets height on that it just looks so much higher because she's such a small lady,
Yep.
but it is so fluid and it lands so, dude, there's such impact to that when she lands that. I don't know how she lands it. It makes the whole ring feel like the whole ring shakes. And the fact that Aaliyah got up from that in the first place is beyond me. But
right?
yeah, this match was really really good.
Yeah, to me, it's like Layla Hirsch's, and again, I don't want to say she's so short and go on this whole she's so short rant, but Layla Hirsch is so compact. To me, it's like her entire body is like crammed into this smaller space. And so when she hits you with that moonsault, like all of her body is compacted into this small area, so it all comes down on you at once. Instead
Hmm.
of someone who's maybe 6'2" and hits you
Right.
with their torso, Layla hits you with most of her body.
Yeah,
And I think that's a big part of that impact.
it's absolutely impressive for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, it was a great match. And I really thought we were gonna see this parlay. Like I thought this match was so
Hmm.
good because it was gonna parlay to later.
Yep.
But we'll get to that. The next match, there's not a lot to talk about with the next match. Amity LeVay, who I am a huge fan of. I think we've
Yep.
touched on her before.
Yep.
We've
We
not really
have.
watched too much of her, but we've talked about her, and I'm a big fan of her. I think when she came out to the ring, she was showing her signs of why she's a good character and why she's kind of got herself figured out. She's very good in the ring, but we didn't get to see
Hmm.
that tonight
Nope.
because her opponent, Abaddon, who I am a huge Abaddon mark too. If you could pull two people from AEW, two women from AEW that have been misused, who I am a huge mark for, I would have picked Layla Hirsch and Abaddon.
Yep.
Uh,
Absolutely.
and
You,
Abaddon is
you and I
just
are in
fantastic.
agreement.
And her
And you know
Instagram
what it
is
is?
also, by the way, is ridiculous. Her, if you don't
It,
follow her Instagram, it's great.
it's just for me, one, it's a great character, right? It's fleshed out. She embodies it. Um, but again, it's unique, man. It's like the Bray Wyatt thing. Fan, not a fan, whatever. You embrace something different, something unique. And listen, Abaddon, we have not seen anything like that at all. And I'm telling you, man, I mean, just looks the part. I will say, it's not my favorite thing, not my favorite gimmick, but I respect the gimmick, and I can't turn away from it when it's on, because even if it's not your thing, you're watching to see, okay, well, what is this Abaddon character doing? What is their thing? I mean, it's just, and it is, man. She is impressive with it.
Yeah.
She has 100%, fleshed that out and become that thing,
Creature or whatever, right? Yeah,
whatever it
exactly.
is. And it is different. You have not seen it before, ladies and gentlemen. And like you said, Amity LeVay, it's not somebody that I know a lot of. I know we've touched on her before, but dude, when they came out, I got goosebumps like leading into this. Now it didn't end with goosebumps,
Nope.
but man, I was like, "Oh, I'm getting ready to see something interesting." I saw
Unfortunately,
something interesting. It was interesting, not in
it
the
was.
way I wanted it to be, but Abaddon she had better things to do tonight.
Yeah, seriously, man. I mean, the bell rings. She hits the Sister Abigail, and Amity's done. Boom, like that.
Yeah,
It's
dude,
over.
they are just kind of doing the whole, Hogan Warrior stare down, right? The two big personalities in the center of the ring and staring at each other, staring out, and the next thing I know, Abaddon headbutts her and Sister Abigail, good night.
Done.
Done. 30 seconds. See ya.
Woo,
I
man.
was like, I couldn't believe my eyes, man.
So now we got three people in the finals. We got Abaddon, we got Leah James, we got Zoe Sky, and we had one match earlier that went no contest. We got one first round match left. The final entrant into the finals for the women's championship tournament, and this is oh, I'm losing my notes here. This is Selena Hecate versus Zenith. I thought
Okay.
this match was pretty good.
My first my just the first, okay, these ladies come out. Selena Hecate, all right, man, she looks tough. Zenith comes out of that and out from behind that curtain, and I just go, holy shit.
Yeah,
Wow. Eh, wow. I don't know her, but I want to know her. I want to follow her. I want to watch all her matches. Um, Yes, please.
Yep.
Absolutely phenomenal. I mean, she's a star, Bob.
No question.
Um, I know she's still relatively new, apparently, it sounds like. She's got a lot to learn, obviously. That is a star.
Yes, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I saw Zenith, like I said, I keep going to, I always like to compare things when I see it, but when I look at Zenith, I think the new version of Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah.
She's ripped, she's
Yes.
athletic, she glides through the air. When like there was a point where she got whipped into the corner and she had to do the up and over reversal as Selena was charging in, but Selena didn't charge in. She lands on her feet and immediately spins 180 and they're face to face doing that stare down. And it was
hmm
just the most fluid thing. It's like the tiniest thing, but it was just so fluid.
hmm
Like she is, I mean, she's ripped too, by the way.
Dude, and listen, as ripped as she is, when she tied up with Selena, Selena is not a little lady. I mean,
No.
she can hold her own, and she held her own with Zenith.
Hmm.
Um, I'm not taking anything away. Like you said, for this being a relatively short, quick match that didn't end obviously the way we would have liked it to end. I'll tell you what, I want to see these two ladies go at it again and again and again, and then against other people because both of these girls, Zenith, while yes, absolute freaking star, um, dude, Selena ain't going anywhere anytime
No,
soon.
she's good. Yeah, and yeah, the match ends in a double count out. They go outside, they forget what's going on, they end up getting counted out. So two of our five first round matches result in a no contest. We only get three people in the fatal. What was going to be a fatal five-way turns into a triple threat for the championship at the end. And I'm saying all that to recap because what I wanted in a perfect world, in addition to Abaddon versus Aaliyah James versus Zoe Sky, I would like to have added versus Zenith versus Cosmic. That would have
Yes.
been insanity.
Yep.
But the match that we got, the final, the triple threat, wasn't a bad match either.
No, I
But first,
enjoyed it.
I did too. But before we get to that, we got a title match. This
Yes,
is
we
wild
did.
how this played out. Like I had no idea this was the case. We watched that remarkable wrestling show a couple of months ago back in
I know,
August.
right? I was thinking the same thing.
And then they flash back during this show to Mimi and Gabby Ortiz, Mimi beating Gabby Ortiz, and then Tina San Antonio running down and challenging her for the next night. Well, here's the next night.
Yep.
And this is the match that John said he wanted to see. John said, I remember he said, I want to see
Yep.
more Tina San Antonio.
Yep.
You got to see more Tina San Antonio, so I'm gonna turn it over to you. What'd you think?
I was impressed, man. They had said Tina had been out for a while, and you could see a little bit of rust, right? Um, but whoo, I I didn't know 100% what to expect. We all know Notorious Mimi, right? We know she is the highest of the high level. So I was kind of expecting, okay, San Antonio's going to put up a fight, but you're going to see, a difference in skill level.
Nope.
No, no, no. Tina San Antonio is a bad lady. Um, Mimi was lucky to get out of this one, if you
Yeah.
ask me. But I am ready for this to get again. Here's another one, right? I'm ready. I'm ready. We could rerun this whole card. I would be a happy camper. Yeah, Tina San Antonio is definitely somebody I'm going to be kind of watching now. Um, I like her size. I like how physical she is.
Yes, me too.
And dude, she is fire on the mic. I mean,
Yeah.
her skills on the mic are ridiculous. So she could talk me in and out of the building, wherever she's going. Just let me know, and I'm tuning in or finding a way to watch it because that lady is she. What would my daughter say? She's a boss, Dad.
Yep.
She's a
Yep.
boss.
Yeah, that's my thought. When I finished watching this match, my initial thought was Mimi is the future of the business, but I need
hmm
to see more Tina San Antonio.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
I'm there,
Um,
man.
and again, Mimi is the future of the business. I mean, did she do anything to tear that down in
No,
this match? Nope.
no.
I will tell you, I way prefer Mimi as a babyface. I do. We got a glimpse of her as a heel, fine. Maybe one day she'll, I don't know, whatever. But like, I prefer Mimi coming out with the angel wings and
Yep.
being a babyface and just tearing down the evildoers. Like, That's the Mimi that I like, and so I got to see that on display. I was a little surprised because it seemed like in the flashback that we watched,
I did
Tina
the
seemed
same
like
thing.
the baby face.
It took me a second at the beginning of the match. It was like, okay, because I did the same thing. It's like, okay, babyface Tina came in for the save, and I want Mimi, I want you, and okay. But then it felt like it switched, right? So when she came in, and it was obvious that Tina was the heel from the jump, right? And it
Mm-hmm.
was just it really solidified it for me when Mimi came out with the wings. It was like, oh, okay,
Mm-hmm.
they switcherooed me, or I didn't understand. However you get to it, I'm with you.
I
Mimi as a
liked it.
baby face, much better. And I'm not gonna lie, I like Tina San Antonio as a heel, man.
Yeah,
Make her just that badass shit kicking heel
yeah, I was
because
here for this.
she can pull it off like nobody's business.
Yeah, agreed. I fully agreed. Mimi ends up winning. I did make a note though. Did you see my note about the Ric Flair feat? Like Tina San Antonio rolled Mimi up at one point, tried to put her feet on the ropes for leverage on the pin, but she didn't just jump her feet up there. She slowly crept one toe up and then another toe up like Ric Flair used to do, and then the referee would look at me, put
No,
him down.
I didn't see it. No, I didn't catch that note.
Oh my God. And I don't know what Mimi calls that finisher. It was some version of the implant buster. But I always like that finisher anyway. So very cool. Anyway, so we go on to the final match, the triple threat for the championship. I made notes here as I was going along before the match even ended because I said Zoe is my pick. She'd be a great heel champion for all the baby faces to chase, assuming Abaddon doesn't get involved in the pinfall to protect her. And could I have been more wrong?
Yes, I'm there with you. Listen, this match, great match. I'm with you. I'd have liked to seen the 5-way. Just more wrestlers involved is always for me is just I like the chaos of it. Um, it. Listen, it is what it was, right? It was a great showing for James. I mean, Aaliyah James, if you didn't know her, this is a great coming out
Yeah, oh,
party
yeah.
for you to get to know her. My other notes are Sky. Zoe is just an awesome heel, right? Just
Mm-hmm.
awesome. And my last note for that whole match is just Abaddon is cool, man. It's
She is.
cool.
Yep, Abaddon is great.
It's cool. Whether you get it, you don't get it, you can appreciate it. And the longer you watch it and the more matches you see, the more you're going to appreciate what she's doing and how she's doing it. Yeah.
But the best part for me, Abaddon wins the title, and immediately Amity LeVay comes back and wants her pound of flesh.
Boom.
Let's do this.
Let's
And
do
not
it.
only let's do this, Mercedes Martinez comes down to get involved in the whole thing. Amity says, "You owe me a rematch." Mercedes comes down and goes, "First of all, you better watch your mouth, little girl, because I
Yep.
will get in here and mess you all up."
And that's
But
right
then,
back from the beginning, right? And that the
yep,
first thing we said is Mercedes looked like she's ready to go now. And with this, it was like, whoo.
yeah.
Yeah,
But then
I'm with
she
you.
announces, if we're going to have a match, we're going to do it the way Abaddon wants, a coffin match.
Coffin match, baby.
Now, that's already taken place, I think, so I'm going to have to find that match.
We'll have to go back and check it.
Woohoo! Abaddon and Amity LeVay in a coffin match.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I think that match was on the first weekend of October. So I think like October 3rd, 4th, something like that. So
Mm-hmm.
it's out there. We got to either wait for it or find it somewhere. But yeah, I want to see that one. I want to see the match that I thought I was going to get before the headbutt Sister Abigail.
Exactly. And the whole time they were setting the stage on it for us.
Oh,
That's what they were
absolutely.
doing to us.
And again, this is what I said, by the end of the night, all the chicanery that went on all made sense, right?
Yep.
By the end of the night, you were like, okay, they told a story. It might have been a little clunky at time, right? That first match, I get it, was a little clunky. The double count out match, Zenith Zenith and
Selena
Selena Hecate, a little clunky. I was so busy watching them, I lost track of the count. So I get it, but in storyline, everything made sense to end up where we're at with who's the champ, why she's the champ, and what we're getting next, right?
Right.
And dude, I'm telling you, Mercedes is gonna still figure into this some way, shape, or form.
No problem. Count me in.
I'm in.
Count me in, man. Yeah, no, this was a good show. I enjoyed it a lot. I think they're doing some good things here with the Rising Stars Women's Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I look forward to what they're going to do. I'm going to try to get them in our rankings now. They run every couple of months and see if I can get them in the rankings. A lot of the names that we already know are in there, so that should be easy for me to do because I know a lot of them. But it'll also give me a chance to watch people like Nadia, people like Mel, people like
Zenith, man.
Zenith,
Whoa.
you know, just a big opportunity, a lot of fun. Congratulations to the new Rising Star Women's Wrestling Champion, Abaddon, although I don't know if she's still the champion. I'll have to go look and find out.
Yep.
Well, we got some more shows coming up this weekend, John. Let's go to our control center and talk about this weekend. We just got done watching a really good show, and now we've got 4 more to highlight for you this weekend, all happening on Saturday, John. Starting with One Up Wrestling, having a show that I know John appreciates the name of, if nothing else, WrestleVania 2. All of the match graphics, John, I don't know if you looked it up, but all the match graphics look like Nintendo. It is great.
I love it.
It's awesome.
Old Castlevania vibes going on, man. I love it.
It's so good.
That old 8-bit love, man. 8-bit love.
Nothing but. This takes place at the Watertown Exhibition Hall in Watertown, New York. Again, that's Saturday, October 18th. The advertisement that they put out says, join us for a night of hard-hitting pro wrestling action as One Up returns to Watertown. Witness your favorite stars and intense rivalries come to life inside the ring. Location is Watertown Exhibition Hall. Doors open at 4. First bell 5:05. Little Saturday 6:05 throwback. I love that. Tickets are $20 to $40. You can get them at WrestleVania2.eventbrite.com. You can also buy them at local ticket outlets. Infinite Lives in Watertown, Sword and Stone Tattoo in Watertown, Larger Than Life in Clay, Funky Town Comics and Vinyl in Camillus and Cicero, and the Soundgarden in Syracuse. All that to get to these matches, starting with Delmy Exo is going to be there taking on Eden Gray. Starting out hot, man.
I'll tell you.
Then we got a tag title match. Black and Yellow are going to defend against 2 Infinity and Beyond. And then we got what's going to be, I think, a wild 6-man tag team match. Mike Skiros and My Chemical Bromance are going to take on David Coles, Chris O'Doyle, and Matt McCoy. And we have words from the Skiros team.
Boy, David Coles, and whoever that third guy is, some kind of henchman. His lackey. Lackey, I like that word. So you want to pick a fight with 3 of us, huh? My Chemical Bromance, Mike Skyros, together, Mike Chemical Bromance.
I like that.
I like that too. Nailed it. So it seems to be you guys don't want to do fair fights anymore. You just want to constantly cheat. You want to do the low blows. You want to hang your feet on the ropes. That's fine. But the thing is, you haven't faced the 3 of us together. You guys do pretty good when it's a singles game. But you got 3 of us, October 18th in Watertown, New York. Tell him, Tyler!
And to tag off of what Trevor's saying, yeah, everyone seems allergic to fighting fair lately. And you know what? That's fine. The odds have always been stacking up against us 3, and we're used to it at this point. So I think, I don't know, I'm game for it. Whatever they want to throw at us, doesn't matter to us. We're ready for it.
Absolutely. David Coles, you've been a thorn in my side for a little over a year now, right? So if you can find 2 people that are willing to team up with your dumb ass, I got my partners. You can meet us in the ring. Watertown, New York, One Up Wrestling, October 18th. Mike Skyros, My Chemical Bromance, that's all killer. No filler.
Ooh. I like Mike Chemical Bromance.
I tell you, the dad in me was just saying, hey fellas, how about we get out of the middle of traffic though? I mean, that's
they were dodging cars.
Just a thought. I mean,
that's gonna be a fun match, man. It really
absolutely.
We've also got Jermaine Marbury is going to be there taking on Sturdy Sal Mastretta, who I've seen a couple of times, and I think he's just great too. We've got, what else do we got here? Oh, we've got the Killer Steves, John. The Killer Steves are going to be in the house, taking on High Seas. Make sure I get those names separated right. But we're going to hear from the Killer Steves.
Oh man.
People of the interweb, if you don't know by now, my name is Stealthy Steve McKenzie. This right here is my hetero life mate, Mr. One Night Stand Steve Cruz, and together we are the Killer Steves. Cruz, man, Salve Slam, our first chance at those one-up wrestling tag team championships.
So close.
Came this close to defeating Corey and Ting, but in the end, they beat us. So now we have to work our way back up. Now we have to earn another title shot. October 18th, Watertown, New York. You know what's up, don't you, Steve Cruz?
Watertown, New York. We're coming in. I heard we got a good fight this time. High seas. We're coming for you. We're going to sink your ship. And we're going to keep sailing on to the one-up tag team titles.
Cloudy, Ando, you're familiar with us. We're familiar with you. Saturday, October 18th, be ready for a fight, because the Steves are coming out swinging.
Cloudy, I'm going to drop you on your head one more time.
And Ando, I'm going to kick you in the face.
Hetero life mates, man.
Hey,
I gotta love it.
Like a Jay and Silent Bob reference, man.
I'll take it.
Those guys are fun, man. I love that. And they're going to keep sailing on, boys. Keep sailing on. Oh, we got 2 more matches on this show, John. I'm getting to the big one here. We've got Richie the Madman is going to take on Sebastian Braun. And then we've got Don Freeze is going to take on my guy, Moose.
Moose.
On October 18th, Moose makes his return back to upstate New York at One Up Wrestling, Watertown, New York. Make sure you get your tickets. See, for those who don't know, I played college football right down the street at Syracuse, New York. So if you're a big fan of Syracuse, if you're a big fan of Moose, make sure you get your butt to that website, get your tickets, and learn to trust the system. See you soon.
Yeah, get on that website, get your tickets, trust the system. Pretty succinct.
The system. Listen, not a man. That man tells me to do something, I'm doing it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How high do you want me to jump, sir?
That's right.
Oh my God, that's going to be a great show. Again, that's this Saturday. That's One Up Wrestling at called WrestleMania 2, Watertown Exhibition Hall, Watertown, New York. Check out Eventbrite and the One Up Wrestling page for WrestleMania 2. Also on Saturday, we have the Midwest Wrestling Coalition, John, having tricks, treats, and titles at the Tri-County Gun and Rod Club in Brighton, Illinois. This says the Midwest Wrestling Coalition is proud to host Tricks, Treats, and Titles, a free outdoor wrestling event for our entire MWC family. And we're hoping to welcome new members into the family too. This is our way of giving back to the amazing fans who support us while opening the door for new faces to experience what MWC is all about. Family, community, and unforgettable pro wrestling. Could they not be saying all the things? It's like they wrote this for us. Like, is this not all the things?
Again, what we love about indie wrestling, right? This is it. Dude, it makes my heart proud, right? It does. I mean, that is awesome. That is nothing more than, you know what? We want to give back to the community that's given us. What more can you ask for? And
as people and as dads who used to have little kids, this is the kind of shit that would make an entire Saturday worth something.
Absolutely.
We could take the kids out, do something that we actually enjoy too, have a fun family day.
Yep.
Good stuff, man. Absolutely awesome. Good stuff.
Absolutely awesome.
Yeah. So this is going to be
props,
from 7
guys,
to
props.
Yeah. This is going to take place from 7 to 10 on Saturday. Doors are going to open entry starts at 6 p.m. They're giving out free treat bags for the first 100 kids. There's going to be a balloon artist with face painting, as well as the wrestling. What else do I have here? Let's pack Brighton and show the world what it means to be part of the MWC family. Gift bags, balloon art, face painting. Again, wrestling is about kids and family, dude.
Yep.
Really is. The event is outdoors, so dress appropriately for the weather. Here are your matches, starting out with Big Country Kyle Pfeiffer is going to take on Half Crab Hans Carden versus Micah Pope in a triple threat match. We've got another triple threat for the Illinois title. Dan the Dad versus Hobo Bugs Moran, the champion, versus Roughneck Joey O'Reilly. And the Roughneck, he's got a lot of Lauren-style opinions about the Hobo champion.
You know, I'm sitting out here at the ranch, and I've been doing some thinking. I've been doing some soul searching, and the fact that something bothers me. All right, let me just explain what bothers me. You see, last month, Kyle Pfeiffer and Billy Dutton were there. Well, you see, I went and confronted Kyle Pfeiffer and Billy Dutton on why they weren't there. Billy Dutton gave me some story about how Shane Walters banned him from the building because he laid his hands on somebody the month before. And Kyle Pfeiffer told me that he wasn't there because Shane told him he didn't have anything to do. But the thing that puzzles me the most about this whole situation is, since when do the whiskey benders obey the rules? Since when do the whiskey benders listen to people like Shane Walters? That ain't how it works around here. But then that's when it happened. You see, that's when Shane pulled the curtain over my eyes, and that's when Shane put his master plan into play. You see, Shane, you said it yourself. You said it only costed you $1 to screw me over. Of course it did. You gave $1 to a homeless man. The dude will do anything for a French fry. He cut a promo for your company with his big toe. That's the kind of guy you got representing your company. That's the kind of guy you made champion, all because you hate me. That's fine, Shane. You can hate me all you want. You can hate me because you ain't me. You can hate me because I have more talent in my whole body than everybody at NYWC. But that's not my fault. But you see, this Saturday, I thought I was going to get my rematch that I am owed. But you went and done it, didn't you? You went and put me in a triple threat match. Again, another triple threat match that didn't even need to happen. Instead of giving me Bugs one-on-one and letting me squeeze his head like a pimple or hang him over the top rope with my cowbell, you decided to make it a triple threat match and you put Dan the Dad in there. Let's recap a little bit. You see, I won that title in a fatal four-way. And I've retained that title in a triple threat, and I would have retained that title again in the other fatal four-way if you hadn't have stuck your nose in my business. But that's okay, because this Saturday I plan on coming for blood from you and from Bugs. Now, Dan, I have no issue with you. No problem with you. I think you're a swell guy. But if you stick your nose in my business, then we got a problem.
That's how you cut a promo. That's a promo. That dude, George Costanza once famously said, it's not a lie if you believe it. These guys, the keys to their great promos is that they have to believe their own lie and their own hype, and this guy does. This guy was that character in that promo. So good.
Dude, that was, I got chills.
Yeah. That guy just rattled for 2 minutes, never skipped a beat. Just, like I said, anyway, I'm getting off on a tangent, but I really like that promo a lot. And no traffic. So that's always good.
I like when the young men are safe.
That's right. Again, we're talking about Midwest Wrestling Coalition, Tricks, Treats, and Titles this Saturday at Tri-County Gun and Rod Club in Brighton, Illinois. We've already talked about 2 matches. We've also got a women's championship match. Lilith is going to be there taking on Shooter Shylin. The tag titles, the tag titles are on the line. The LA Hustlers are going to defend against the Stu Crew. And Matty Ice has been tasked with a pretty big task. I guess that was pretty bad. Pretty big task this weekend because they've stuck him with Kerry Morton. Thing is, Matty Ice doesn't seem too worried about it.
About a year ago, I sat on top of a ring apron and discussed the patterns that I was noticing with legacy talent, second generation, third generation wrestlers, and all the leg ups in the industry that they were getting, all the opportunities that I could only dream of getting. You fast forward to today, not much has changed. Hell, it's probably better now than it was back then for them. I mean, how luxurious must it be in this industry that you don't even remember wrestling someone? But we have. And I do. I don't get that luxury, Kerry James. The last time you and I saw each other, we were in the NWA and we wrestled each other. Daddy Dereiss was ringside with a silver spoon in his hand as he was rocking and rolling, ready to shove it back in your mouth as soon as things were over and done with to protect you. But this Saturday, Daddy's not going to be there, is he? And no, I'm not talking just about Ricky. but Billy too. You see, I'm out to prove something, not just to capture something. I'm out to prove something. I am better than the generational talent out there. I'm not just coming to win the Midwest Wrestling Coalition Championship from you, Kerry Morton. I'm out there to prove that I am the best and most underrated wrestler in the game today. I'll see you Saturday.
Whew, 2 for 2 on promos here, man. Shit.
No kidding. Kerry better watch out, man.
Yeah. Matty Ice, man. I like that promo. I like his style, that, sort of Jake the Snake low tone for the most of it, and then, pop off when he needs to. Really, really good stuff. That match is going to be nuts for the MWC champion. What did he say? The Midwest Championship?
Midwest Championship.
Woo! And then the MWC title is going to be on the line in an I Quit match featuring Mario Pardua and Dante Ferro. Let me see. Dante Ferro had some stuff to say about this match. Where did it go? There it is.
When your Pharaoh first arrived to Midwest Wrestling Coalition, I demanded to be put into the main event to battle Mario Pardua for the Coalition Championship. And despite me beating him within an inch of his life, he got incredibly lucky and escaped with the victory. But it seems that his luck is beginning to turn, as our last encounter ended with my hand raised and him being beaten outside of the ring. Dante Ferro and Jabari King defeated Cole Stevens and Mario Pardua. October 18th, it is Dante Ferro versus Mario Pardua once again. And this time there will be no tag team partners. There will be no countouts. There will be no disqualification. There will be no mercy. It is an I Quit match. And you will not get lucky again.
Dude, I don't know what they're teaching these guys down there, but somebody's doing some promo classes.
Yeah, seriously, man. These have all been great.
Wow.
Yeah,
Super impressed.
That match is going to be good. Actually, Pardua cut a promo that's really good too. I didn't have time to throw every promo from the show on here because they uploaded a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
But he put on that match is going to be intense, no doubt. And Dante Ferro actually mentioned in his promo Clean Cut Cole Stevens. Well, they've got Clean Cut Cole Stevens there at the show on Saturday as well. They've got him tasked with taking on Slade Porter. If I could pull it.
Midwest Wrestling Coalition fans and fanatics, Saturday, October 18th, MWC is bringing you tricks, treats, and titles. But unfortunately, Clean Cut Cole Steven has gotten the trick end of the stick. Turns out a Central Floridian detective has been poking around looking for some more information on the new split on New Level. To be honest, I kind of told everybody what I felt comfortable telling you guys. But if this guy wants to poke around and get some more information, why not match us up, right? So this Saturday, it turns out, Slade Porter and Clean Cut Cole Stevens will be going toe-to-toe. I thought we'd make it interesting. If he wins, I'll tell you everything I know about the split, and I'm part of it, so that's just about everything. But if I win, Slade, you stay the hell out of my business. Saturday, October 18th. I hope to see all of you there.
Yeah.
There's enough.
4 great promos.
It. Nice.
Oh, man. All right.
Dude, so I know this. We're into this promo kind of, era of the podcast. I am digging it.
I'm loving it
so
too.
Hard.
Man. Hopefully everybody else likes it too, because I like listening to these. I like just sitting here watching you and me just sitting here just listening to them. You know what I mean? Like it's just you and me just hanging out, just listening to promos. You know what I mean? Like it's like 40 years ago. We've been doing the same thing for 40 years, guys.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's how cool we are, people.
We are very cool. My mommy told me I was.
Can you believe at some point somebody married us and let us have children with them?
No. Yeah. Well, my 2 smartened up and they took off. So, yours hasn't figured it out yet.
But she ain't figured it out. Shush.
Oh, right. Sorry. My bad. Oh my God. Well, now we're going to go still on Saturday out to my kids' neck of the woods. I'm going to tell them to try to go to this show.
There you go.
XICW is having their 25th, holy shit, 25th anniversary. at the Premier Event Center in Clinton Township, Michigan. The ad for this show, John, tells it right from the jump. Tick tock. The Killer Smoke Show tour is coming to Clinton Township on October 18th. The hottest free agents in professional wrestling invade 25 years of extreme, intense championship wrestling. Killer Cross and the Perfect 10 Scarlett Bordeaux are coming. Limited general admission tickets on sale now at xicw.info/premier-center. This event will meet capacity. Get tickets now. Well, that's a hell of a lead-in, dude.
I tell you.
Hell of a lead-in.
Any chance you got to see Killer Cross and Scarlett, I think you take it before they end up back on the big stage, because it's you and I both know it's a matter of time. So this is what we talked about, everybody. You get these free agents, and these guys that you were paying for and really have to stretch to get a ticket to go see, all of a sudden are affordable and close to you. So take that opportunity to go see these guys and see the reason why they were where they were. Man, I'm telling you, man, if a little bit closer and we had the time, man, I think you and I might visit that one.
It's the wrong weekend for me. I'm actually going out to Michigan to see my kids the next weekend. So,
yep.
God damn, shit. This show is gonna be good. Like you said, man, and not only did you get to see Killer Cross and Scarlett Bordeaux in a much more intimate setting than WWE or TNA, but also you get to see Scarlett Bordeaux wrestle, which, by the way, guys, a lot of you people who only know them from WWE might not have any idea. Scarlett Bordeaux can go. She's
good. They didn't showcase that portion of her repertoire.
100%.
But Scarlett can wrestle, guys, and wrestle very well.
I may have mentioned this on the show before. It's one of my favorite pieces of trivia that I'm involved in. Scarlett Bordeaux, a former MCW Rage TV champion, having defeated Ashante the Adonis for that title and then losing it back to him the next night in Hollywood. Isn't that wild?
That's pretty good. I didn't know that one myself.
I saw Ashante the Adonis wrestle Scarlett Bordeaux in a firehouse for $25.
There you go. This is what we're talking about, everybody.
Come on, man. This is exactly what we're talking about. Get yourselves, if you're in the Michigan area, if you're in the Lower Peninsula, I can't imagine you drive down from the old UP to hang out with the trolls, But as Samson likes to say, my daughter would have a very different opinion. My daughter would go to this show. She's going to be very excited to hear about it, especially hearing about these matches. Some of John's favorites on here, too. We got Caden Monroe is going to take on Aaron O'Ryan. We've got LJ Lawrence versus Andy Musket in a Legends match, an XICW Legends match.
Okay.
We got Jack Price defending the U.S. title against Simon Gotch.
Oh, I do like me some Simon.
That guy, man, he can wrestle. He's got such ability in the ring. And when I've seen him in places like, I want to say it's MLW that I saw him wrestle, like a really violent match.
Oh, he has got a mean streak a mile long. And like you said, he's got that old timey grappler thing, right?
Yes.
That just, like you're looking at Lou Thez and that
Jim
whole
Londo's
group of, just now, like, I don't want to lock up with this guy because he's liable to try to twist my arm off, or he's liable to bite me. I don't know. I don't know.
That's a good way to put it too. That's a fact. Jack Price is going to have a lot on his hands on Saturday with Simon Gotch, man. We've also got Jamie Cox is going to be there taking on Josh Raymond. Let's see. This is going to be a big one. So DBA and Tony Klein are coming back to XICW. They have a grudge against each other. They are ready. There is history. This time there will be a no-holds-barred street fight. And, John, I thought, why not hear from both of them?
Let's do it.
Let's start with Toby Klein.
DBA, they say never return to the scene of the crime. Well, today I did it. I'm still standing. I'm still talking. So I'm going to take it a step further. the 25th anniversary of XICW. That's pretty significant if you think of the timeline. The very first main event ever for XICW was DBA versus Mr. Insanity. The 25th anniversary show never returned to the scene of the crime. See you soon, DBA.
Damn, they were the first ever show.
And now they're scene of the crime, baby.
Oh my God, man. That's awesome. I love seeing stuff like that.
I was gonna say, it sounds a little personal, doesn't it?
Yes,
sounds
it
a little
does.
personal.
It does. I think DBA thinks it's personal too. Let's see what he has to say.
2000, the Hot Rocks. What was the first main event? Mr. Insanity versus DBA. So, Mr. Insanity, I accept your challenge. October the 18th, 25th anniversary. Let's do it one more time. We're no spring chickens, but I can guarantee you one thing. We're going to beat the fuck out of each other. So, we're going to do it like we did it the first time here at the Hot Rocks. Extreme, anything goes match. You and I, one-on-one, man-to-man. And do you remember the old motto of XICW, Mr. Insanity? Well, if you don't, let me remind you. We're not where the big boys play. We're not where the bad boys kick ass. We're the guys that break all the fucking rules. I'll see you October the 18th.
Ah, damn, man.
Dude, I felt like I just watched an old 90s ECW
Yes,
promo.
seriously, like, New Jack or some shit, man. Like,
yes. Oh, my Lord.
That's all business, too.
I am in.
There's going to be blood,
do
right?
this.
These guys are going to bleed, right?
Somebody's leaving an ambulance, that's for sure.
Oh, that one's going to be so much fun, man. Oh, I'm so excited about this one. And then some more names that we know about, John. We got a tag team match. Jake Christ is going to team up with Trey Miguel to take on Malcolm Monroe III and Tommy Vendetta, the Pillars. We saw Tommy Vendetta take some glass to the eye at one point, get right back in the match that one night.
Yes.
These guys are tough. Jake Christ is no joke. And Trey Miguel can go. This is going to be that's going to be maybe the best match of the night.
It's going to be phenomenal. That's going to be wow. And again, everybody, this is the Indies. This is the $25 to $50 tickets, man.
Yep.
This is not the what did we say earlier with the Cena and the Saturday Night event? The $250 behind the pillar at the top row.
Seriously.
Ah, man.
Yeah, that match is going to be crazy. Like I said, a few months ago, John and I might not have recognized the name The Pillars, but we've seen Tommy Vendetta and Malcolm Monroe III go, and it's like seared into my brain that night with those light tubes.
Yep.
We're still going, John. We've got Soul Taker's going to be there, battling against Jamal King.
Okay.
And the aforementioned Scarlett Bordeaux and Killer Cross are going to team up in a six-person tag match with Jimmy Jacobs.
Wow. Holy crap. Okay.
To take on Heather Blue, Maximilian, and Adam Wick. And I think that the wrong team, I think the Heather Blues team has a little more confidence than they probably should have.
Hey, so we talked. You guys are booked. I've got nothing from you guys. I haven't seen you guys. I haven't heard from you guys. Are you guys going to give me something to promote the show? I mean, I understand Jimmy Jacobs is on the show. Karrion Kross, Scarlett, we've had to advertise those. That's, the big thing that we had to do to the smoke show. But it's our anniversary show, man. We need you guys to do something for us. Champions shouldn't be just laying around not doing anything.
Really, XI? This is what we're doing now? Your big 25-year anniversary show is coming up and you can't be bothered to make the most important name announcements? I mean, sure, you got big names. You got Jack Price, you got Simon Gotch, you have Trey Miguel, and dare I say, Jimmy Jacobs?
Jimmy Jacobs, great point. You know what our problem is with you, Jim? We all had your respect. We all had your back. We would have died for you. But what did you do? You took the first big paycheck you could and you ran off to Canada. And see, honestly, I feel like that makes you way worse than Killer Cross and Scarlett if we're...
Whoa, Max. Let me stop you there. You're making a good point, but let me finish the sentence. Killer Cross, Scarlett, congratulations, you're free agents. But that doesn't give you the right to come into XICW and earn the number one contendership for one of our titles. Nay, that's not how this works. We run XICW. We are the Suicide Boys. At the end of the day, everyone dies.
I'm a Heather Blu fan, man. I like Heather Blu.
I like
Adam
Heather
Wick
Blu
can cut a
too,
promo.
but who? Yeah, they got their hands full.
Yeah, they're a little overconfident, I think. But again, that is XICW's 25th anniversary show, Premier Event Center, Clinton Township, Michigan. This event will meet capacity. Get your tickets now. Check XICW's social media for more info, or visit xicw.info/premier-center. The last show, John, for our control center, last but not least, some guys we talked about last month, and they are back. New Genesis Wrestling is invading the Lou Civic Center in Muscuda, Illinois once again. This time for their show called Forsaken, their final show of 2025. And they say, join us for a night of action, tricks, treats, and spooky fun as NGW presents Forsaken 2025, featuring a kid's Halloween costume contest. Who would you go as, John, if you were a kid going to that show?
I might pull out the old Surfer Sting face paint, man.
Ooh, I like that. Surfer Sting. That's a good call, man. I'd have to be, Dingo. Ooh.
Oh, well, we're going back, man. We could go Blade Runners, man. We could do some Blade Runners, right?
Yep. Yeah. And we look just like them. So, that'll
absolutely. we look like the before pictures. Absolutely.
Yes, sir. We've got, let's see. Tickets are available at ngw.ticketleap.com for New Genesis Wrestling Forsaken, Saturday, October 18th. Adult tickets are $10 in advance, $12 at the door, $5 tickets for kids. Love that.
What we're talking about.
Doors open at 6. Bell time is 7 o'clock. We've got 7 matches that are going to happen here. We've got Shrapnel versus Logan Ridge versus Preacher in a Lightning Division triple threat match. We've got Jerry Morgan and Sid Holland taking on the Great Heathen Army for the tag titles. We had Curtis Payne set up to take on LVK, but I just saw a post today that LVK cannot appear. An opponent will be chosen. Curtis Payne will not get the night off. In addition, we have, Donnell Benjamin is going to take on our guy, Navi Kai. I have promos from both of them, and I'm going to start with Navi.
Guys! Next Saturday, Navi Kai returns to in-ring action. Navi Kai can't wait for it. Navi Kai miss performing in front of all the fans. Next Saturday, Navi Kai step in the ring against 101 against the new upcoming talent, NGW, Donnell Benjamin. Navi Kai can't wait for it. Donnell, you might not know about Navi Kai, but let Navi Kai introduce himself. Navi Kai is the leader of the forest, and Navi Kai is the jungle warrior. And Navi Kai is ready to make an impact on you next Saturday. Yeah.
I love that guy.
What was his name again? What was his name? It escapes me. He should have said it. He should have said it a time or two.
No, he didn't. I love that, man. Oh, so appears Donnell Benjamin is a newer talent, up and coming. He called him, right. Mm-hmm. Poor Donnell. They stick him with this guy. I mean,
who was his name?
I don't remember his name.
Navi Kai. I think as I've heard somebody mention before. This guy was awesome.
Oh my God. How do you, if you were Donnell Benjamin, John, how would you even respond to that promo? Like, what do you even say?
I wouldn't even know where to begin. What? Where am I at? Okay, where's the camera? Am I being punked?
Yes.
I'm being punked.
Yes.
Where's Ashton Kutcher? Where is he?
Or for us really old heads, am I on candid camera?
Listen, what do these young guys know about Alan Funt, man? Settle down.
I pulled out the Alan Funt. Damn. I love that shit, man.
Listen, you know who we just popped? We just popped Bill Richards. That's who we popped.
You don't listen to this shit.
Oh, man. He's out there watching a TikTok.
That's it. Oh, my God. Well, like I said, I don't know how you would respond to Navi Kai, but Donnell Benjamin took a shot. Let's see.
New Genesis Wrestling fans, family, followers, community, whatever you call yourselves. My name is Donnell, 2 N's, 2 L's, Benjamin. Now I'm coming to your city, Muscoda, Illinois, on October 18th. And I am super excited because I've been traveling to different countries, different states, different cities, but I finally get to come to Muscoda, Illinois. Want to get some guy named Navi Kai. Navi Kai. Okay, Navi Kai, do this look familiar to you? Because I seen your promo and I heard what you said. You said I don't know nothing about you, which is true. Talking about how you are a leader, a food gatherer, some type of jungle warrior, and how you gonna make an impact on me. But it's real easy to play in somebody's backyard bushes. So on October 18th, the real wrestling is coming. The real hard-hitting, bone-breaking, your back gonna be aching performance is coming to New Genesis Wrestling, and you and all of us, Scooter, is not gonna forget the name of Donnell, 2 N's, 2 L's, Benjamin.
Damn. Dude.
So now we know how he would respond. It would be, my Scooter!
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't catch it. How many N's and how many L's was that?
2 N's, 2 L's, and my Scooter!
He's probably going to get pissed at me when he hears me say this. Did you watch She-Hulk on Disney
Yes.
Plus? You did?
Yes.
It reminded me of Madison. Madison with one
Okay.
eye, 2 N's and one eye, but or 2
two
N's and one
N's
Y,
and
but
one
not what
eye.
you think. 2 N's and 2 L's, but no, they're right where you think.
Dude, but I'll tell you what, man, it's going to be a match because now you got to find out. Is Crazy going to beat Crazier? I don't know. I'm excited to find out.
I think so too. I think it's going to be exactly what you just said. Wow, man. We got 3 more matches to go. Tyrone Pearson and Carter Riley are going to team up to take on the Fam. We've got Manson the Disciple taking on Reinar the Hooligan. That match is that sounds like 2 pretty crazy characters, man. It's going to be a Viking war or some shit.
Sounds like it, man.
Right? It's going to be awesome. But the main event, and I'm going to read this directly from their wording of it because I like it so much. In the main event, John, Playboy Double H must face 3 ghosts from his past as he defends against Dexter Roswell, Ricky Cruz, and Chris Cade in a fatal 4-way, 3 stages of hell elimination match. Stage 1 will be no disqualification. After a competitor is eliminated, the match becomes a 3-way submission match for stage 2. Once another competitor is eliminated via submission, the final 2 men will face off in stage 3, a ladder match. Bro. Shit.
Hold on a minute. Did I hear you in my headphones say Double H?
I did. Playboy Double H.
Playboy Double H, I can't.
Oh,
okay, now that I got that out of my system, this match sounds bonkers, right?
Yep.
Dude, I am all about the stipulation matches. You and I both love a good stipulation match. Now you're going to give me what? Dude, all I need is, you know what? I say throw an extra H and L and I in there. I don't give a shit. Right? And give me a dog collar in there somewhere, right? Give me a Texas bull rope. Give me another level to this, man.
Bro.
I know. Give me a dog collar match on top of the ladders, right? You can't come off the ladders until you're yanked down. Give me something cool. Dude, this sounds amazing, right?
No, the only thing left is for them to go to stage 4 and drop the Tower of Doom and Kevin Sullivan on
Dude,
or some shit on it's nuts. This match is going to be wild.
I hope this finds its way, some way, shape, or form, somewhere that we can see it. I, I'm sold on this match.
Yep.
I love these types of matches, especially around this time of year, right? I get the old Halloween Havocs, right? The old, the old weird climb the cage, all the rage. Give me a DDP. I don't give a shit. I just love the crazy stuff this time of year, and this match is bananas. It's
gonna
nuts.
be.
It's
I've
gonna
got to
be
make sure.
awesome.
No, Actually, this is New Genesis. So they actually sent me the link to their. It's going to be on their YouTube page, John.
Okay.
So
Then
they
we're-
sent it. They sent me the link so that I could watch it when it was over because I told them I want to see this show.
Yeah.
So
what
I'm glad
you and I
mentioned
might
that.
do, yeah, let's whether it's for the podcast or not, you and I are gonna do something.
Oh, watch along whether anybody's listening or not.
This might be our mystery podcast 2000. This might be our inaugural watch, man.
Seriously, man.
Uh,
Well, I did get a promo from one of the contestants, the combatants in this 3 stages of hell match. Let's hear from Dexter Roswell.
New Genesis Wrestling fans, it is yours truly, the Pillar of Progress, Dexter Roswell, and you will soon be able to add New Genesis Wrestling Heavyweight Champion back to that name. Because next Saturday, Forsaken, I am in a 3 stages of hell fatal 4-way elimination match. For all of you people that are not smart enough to know what that is, first fall is no disqualification. Once I move past that, it's submission match. Trust me, I will definitely get past that one. And then I'll move on to a ladder match where I climb rung by rung to get my NGW championship back. But you know what? We are here at the Ignite Arena, where I'm the head trainer, if you didn't know. And I'm going to go meet Carter Riley, my protege, right inside this building and formulate a master plan to walk out with that championship. Now, you see, I don't need Carter to help me win, because I can do that on my own. We already know that. But I might as well share my knowledge with him on how to win championship gold. So, I will leave you with this. Ricky Cruz, Chris Cade, Playboy Double H. Next Saturday's my night. So bring everything you have. It won't matter. Because at the end of the night, you will hear, and your new NGW heavyweight champion, Dexter Roswell.
I'm ready for that match. That's all I got left to say. Let's just do it.
Dude, I'm down.
Right? Well, that's all I got, John. Wait, let me see. I'm going to go back again and just remind everybody that's NGW, New Genesis Wrestling Forsaken, the Lou Civic Center. And where is it again, John?
That one I didn't catch. Where
Mascuda!
Oh, you set me up for it. I dropped the ball. Mascuda. 2 N's, 2 L's.
But not where you sorry. But don't forget the kids' Halloween costume contest. Dress your kids up. Make them look like somebody good, not somebody like, somebody like Hulk Hogan or something. Get them dressed up there like Curtis the Big Cat Hughes or something. You know what I mean? Like, give us some good costumes. I want to see great photos of all of these costumes when we come back next week. John is going to go watch. What are you going to go watch? Oh, you're going to go listen to that podcast for next week. I am going to go watch Dreamwave.
I'm going to check out a little bit of this House of Glory too, man.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got to go back and check this out, if nothing else, just to get the Manson. Manson's our guy. We love Manson. So
that match is just I can't even describe it. You just go watch it. It's that good.
Awesome.
All right, brother. Well, listen, man, we've had a good time. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. As always, John and I will be back next week. I'll be honest, I don't really know what we're doing yet, but we're going to figure it out, and we will bring it to you. I'm sure we'll be talking about Rikishi on the podcast and Dreamwave a little bit, but other than that,
absolutely,
we will see. Go to the link tree, find us Indie Wrestling Experience on Linktree. It's got all our socials, the YouTubes, the podcast, everything you need. Any questions, or if you want to be on the show or get into the rankings or whatever else, reach out. Indie Wrestling Experience, all one word, at gmail.com. That's all I got, John. You got anything else?
I don't, man. It was great to be back, man. It was great to talk to you. Everybody, here we are again.
Woohoo! See ya.
See ya.